Hey, did you hear the one about the circle?
Yep.
Yeah, that one gets around. Okay. Did you hear about the circle who went to school for a really long time? Yeah, he has 360 degrees. Oh, man. Oh, but honestly, I really don't like to joke about circles. There's really no point. I'm here all day and the entire episode.
Wimee creates all the day through, and you can do it too.
Circles, triangles, and squares. Oh my! Get ready to laugh, learn, and create with shapes. And we have a great lineup of guests. Brody is illustrating in the Wimee lab. Grace is translating with Language Explorers. And Jim is forming a perfectly shaped theme song for us in Gym Time. This episode is shaping up to be anything but square on today's Wimee's Words. So, what I need from you is a shape. Ready? My circle fish scrubs a circle dish. Circle. Oh, okay, so just pick any shape, and I'm going to come up with a little rhyme to go along with it. So what are your favorite shapes? We got the standard shapes, of course. Maybe you got a fancy one. I'll do my best. Okay, circle. I love it. Ready? Let's see. How about I'm going to change it up a little. I'm going to say, circle moth scares a circle sloth. Circle. What? Oh, trapezoid. I love it. Yes, you got me going right on my toes right from the top. Okay, so let's see. Trapezoid. I'm going to say, trapezoid B draws a trapezoid tree. Trapezoid. Where's that coming from? Square! I love it. Okay, let's do this. Let me think of an animal. I'm going to do frog. Square frog saws a square log. Square. I'm just not quite sure. Ooh, heart. I love this. This is so fun. This is shaping up to be a great episode. See what I did there? Shaping up to be a great episode. Okay, heart. Let's wrap up with heart. Okay, let's see. I think I'll say, how about, let's go with goat. Okay, a heart goat tows a heart boat. Heart. Friends, let's check in to see what Moby's got today.
There are so many shapes in nature. I saw some circles outside today. The sun, dandelions, rocks, a bird nest. I wonder what other shapes I could find. Maybe triangles or stars. I wonder what shapes you could find. Are there other circles that you've seen in nature?
Shapes everywhere. Look around me. So out in nature, and here on my desk, I got a circle on this plant vase here. The globe, that's round. That's a sphere when it's 3D, right? Oh man, 2D and 3D shapes. I got a square here, rectangles. Man, okay. And I got circle shapes on me. They're everywhere. Okay, let's see. Friends, it's time for today's 3-sentence story. And the 3 words come from you. Haha, they do. So let's get rolling. In our first sentence, I'll set the scene. Share with me a noun, a person, place, or thing. In the second sentence, there is a problem. But friends, don't worry, because in the third sentence, there is a solution. Yeah, that was a dramatic way to sing the solution. Oh, dragon. Okay, we're off and rolling. The first word is dragon. Let's see. I'll go classic. Once upon a time, a dragon flew through the sky above the mountains. Yeah, I can picture it now. The mountains, the dragon. The dragon's flying high in the sky. Oh my! I put a little rhymes in there. Okay, so in the second sentence, though, here comes the problem. What word will it be? Baby! Ha ha! Baby is the problem. Okay, here we go. Once upon a time, a dragon was flying high in the sky above the mountains. Looking far down into the valley, the dragon spied a baby in danger. How do we help this baby? But wait a minute. Typically, the dragon is the villain in a story. But not this story, friends. In this story, the dragon is our hero. And the dragon has to go rescue the baby. Oh! The baby's in trouble. What do we do? How do we help the baby? Ooh, rock. Indeed. Okay, the dragon is going to save the day with a rock. Here we go. Once upon a time, a dragon was flying high in the sky above the mountains. The dragon looked down in the valley below and saw a baby who needed help. The dragon swiftly scooped up a rock, scooped up the baby on that rock, and flew back up into the sky, landing the baby and the rock on, where did it land? I'm still working on that part. I like this though. It's like a little, it's like the baby's on a little flying saucer, or it's like a magic carpet ride, like in Aladdin, where they're like, woo, on the rock. Maybe this rock has special powers. I think we got more details to add to this. Yeah, maybe there's a nest somewhere. Ooh, is it a human baby? Is it a dragon baby? Is it an owl baby? Is it a squirrel baby? Oh, who knows what kind of baby? Well, we could decide. Brody in the Women's Lab could decide with how the Wimee shows it. But yeah, maybe there's a nest. Something about that rock, I think, too. Friends, it's time to go to Brody in the Granville Women's Lab to see what he's got going for today's Wimage. Oh, I wonder, what kind of baby is it? Hi, Brody.
Wimee. So, did you know that every square is a rectangle, but not every rectangle is a square?
Wait, let me get this right. That sounds familiar, but what is a what? A square?
Every square is a rectangle,
Okay.
but not every rectangle is a square.
Oh, yeah, because a square, it has to have 4 equal sides, and a rectangle could have 4 equal sides, but it's not required. But for a square, it is.
Yep.
Yeah. That's awesome. Isn't that fascinating?
Mm-hmm. Look,
Oh.
I have 2 different shapes.
Wait,
So,
I see one
this
square.
one kind of looks like a boot,
Oh, yeah.
and this one's just a square.
Yep, 4 equal sides, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hey, the one that looks like a boot, if you put that back up, spin it just a little bit left. Oh, so we still see the shape. That was left, but now, okay, now spin it so that, see the point, rotate it. That's the word I'm looking for. Rotate it. No, wait, nope. Keep it so nope. Oh, I'm not, I gotta think of my word choice better. Spin it so that, you see where the boot is? Point at the white block. Yeah, put the white one and the red one on top. Oh, no. Oh, man, I'm getting all mixed up with what I'm saying. Just rotate it, spin it. Right? What do you think, Grace? Tilt.
Yeah.
That's the word.
Put it on the side on the top.
Wait a minute. I'll turn my head upside down, then I'll get it. Thanks, Grace. Okay, nope. Now keep tilting it. Rotate. Other way. Okay, now put it on your head. And then put it in your ear. And yeah, right there. That's it. We got it. Okay. It looks like a heart. Yeah. I should have just said that. Words are funny, aren't they? Yeah, there it is. That's what I was thinking. Do you see it? Does it kind of look like a pointy heart? Yeah. Okay. You don't have to put it in your ear. I'm glad you didn't really do that. You were like, what? My ear. Okay. Let's see what you got for today's Women's Lab, Brody. Whoa.
So, there's 2 of you hiking on the mountain.
Cool.
with the dragon flying over the mountains with the rock and the baby.
It's a human baby! I love it. The picture tells us. And yeah, I love it. Okay, so we got it all in there. Let's think of what else we could add. Friends, if you have any ideas to add something in the background, in the foreground, other characters on the mountain. Ooh, a taco! Dragons love tacos. Ooh, and then we have a suggestion for fireball. Nice. Quack.
Then
Quack, quack, quack. Ooh, let's see what you got. Oh man, look at that! Look at that! Wow, that fireball looks amazing, and I love the duck. He had a full belly of tacos, and he's back down the mountain. Awesome. Well, Brody, if you want to add anything else, we'll check in with you later to see some updates. Thanks, Brody. Friends, today we get to find out how to say today's words in Spanish for today's Language Explorers. Grace is here to join us. Hi, Grace.
Hello.
Hey, we got shapes today. Oh, and then in our story, some fun words. What have you got for us today?
Yes, I forgot how much I love shapes. One of the words that even reminds me of the shape when I saw Brody's image, I was like, oh yeah, you can do a shape of the dragon. It looks kind of like one of those triangles. Anyway,
Yeah.
my mind's giving me all these images because of
Yeah.
shapes.
Well, you notice triangles are the basic shape of the wing, right?
Yeah, exactly. I love that. Yeah, I did an origami dragon one time. That's why I was thinking of that.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. Love
Yes.
it.
So dragon in Spanish is dragon. You see that little tick mark above the O, everyone?
Yeah.
Dragon. Do you want to say that with me?
Yeah, ready? Here we go. Dragon.
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 Yeah, yeah. Have fun with that word today, friends. Just say dragon. Dragon.
Dragon.
I love un dragon.
Nice. Oh, baby!
Yeah, I love these words today. They have all the accents. The accents
Nice.
are so fun for me. I already have fun with talking in Spanish, but accents give you permission to have all the fun.
It is
So
cool.
baby is bebé.
Baby.
Oh, un bebé. Qué lindo el bebé. You almost kind of want to do this when you say that word,
Yeah.
bebé. Such a little bebé. A cute bebé.
Ooh, how would you say baby dragon? Would it be dragon baby? Or
Un bebé dragón. Un dragón bebé. Now I'm getting myself a little confused. I want to say bebé dragón.
Oh, you're right, because I'm thinking of the adjective, but that's not an adjective for bebe. That they're both nouns, right? In
Yeah.
Spanish too, are they both nouns?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I got it mixed up then, right?
Yeah. I was out in the
Bebé.
sun too much today. I didn't think too quickly on that, but yeah, thanks for helping me, Wimee.
We're a team.
Yes. Un bebé dragón. Wow, that would be the cutest thing ever.
Right?
The cutest bebé dragón. And the last word we have in Spanish here for you today, everyone, is roca. La roca is rock. But you know how there's kind of different sizes of rocks? You know, friends, have you ever been on a walk in the park and you see kind of like bigger like rocks the size of your head almost, or your hand, and then
Yeah.
you see tiny little stones, and that's more of the la piedra.
Like a pebble?
More like a stone. Like, yeah, it could be a
Stone.
pebble. It can
Okay.
be something, like a flint rock. We have pataski, stones, all that kind of stuff. That would be more piedra.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So it's probably not used just too much, but I want to bring it in just in case if people had heard that word. Sometimes it's used interchangeably, but mostly you want to say rock, roca,
Roca.
roca.
I love
Don't-
it. I love it. Thank you.
Don't come
Grace.
at me. Yeah. Don't come at anybody with the roca unless you
Yeah.
want to play with it.
Oh, yeah, that's true. You can play fun games like with rocks and counting and
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
real quick, do you have a favorite shape?
I was just thinking that, and I really do love circles. I do love circles so much because
They never.
I like to color a lot. And so I love coloring the whole circle. Or sometimes you can divide it and color it. Well, you can do that with other shapes too. But a circle is so happy to me.
Yeah,
It reminds me of the sun or the moon, flowers. Yeah.
I love
a
it.
great
I hear you. I hear you. I love it too. Thanks so much, Grace.
Thank you for me. Thanks, friends. See you another day.
Bye-bye. Shapes, shapes, shapes. Guess what, friends? It is time for gym time.
Hi, friends. How's
Jim.
everybody doing today?
Good. Whoa,
All right.
you got little shapes on your guitar.
I do. Actually, you know what? I have many, many shapes. Actually, here, I'm going to give you a clue to my song that I'm going to sing. All the shapes that I'm going to sing about in my song are on my guitar.
Whoa.
I have squares.
Yep.
I have a circle. I have a lot of rectangles.
Yep.
And actually, my pick is kind of like a triangle. It's
Yeah.
not exactly triangle, but it's pretty close.
Yeah.
So I'm going to sing about all those shapes. You have to guess before I end the verse what shape I'm singing about. But I just gave you all of them, so it's a good clue.
Yeah. Hi, Joe.
You won't believe the shape I'm in. I just don't know where to begin. I've been spinning round and round, sometimes bouncing up and down, blowing bubbles on the merry-go-round. You won't believe the circle. Did you know it was a circle?
Did I know it's a
And
circle?
I'm in. It was a circle.
Oh, circle. Yeah.
You won't
yeah.
believe the shape I'm in. I'm feeling like I don't fit in. I've got the right angles, I keep things straight.
Ooh.
I like to box, but I'm a featherweight. You won't believe
I
the...
I know.
Yeah, what is it?
Oh, wait, actually, it could be one of two. Because it had right angles. Right?
It is a square.
Equal sides, square. Yeah.
It's the square that I've been in. You won't believe the shape I'm in. Like all the teeth in a shark's grin. I have to share this piece of pie with only me, myself, and I. Our story always has three sides. You won't believe.
I know. Oh, Brody's got it too. Brody, what is it?
What is it?
Triangle.
It's the triangle that I've been in. You won't believe the shape I'm in. Two sides wide and two sides thin. I've got the right angles, but I'm no square. My four sides are two equal pairs. What could it be?
Oh, I know. It's not
Yeah.
a square. Ooh, Brody taught us about this. He said, not all, what was it? Not all squares are rectangles. No. Not all rectangles are squares, but all...
Yes. But
Wait,
all
no.
rectangles are squares? Wait,
I
not
think I
all
got it
rectangles are squares,
Let's
but all
bring Brody
squares
in.
are rectangles.
Did he get it right,
All
Brody?
squares are rectangles, but not all rectangles are squares.
That's right. So
There you
this is-
go.
In the song, it's a rectangle, right?
It's a rectangle.
Yay!
You won't believe the rectangle that I'm in. You won't believe the shape that I've been in.
Woo!
Nice job, friends.
Yeah! That was so fun. That was nice and bluesy. That was like a blues song, right?
Yeah, it was very bluesy because, you know, you just
Bluesy.
won't believe the shape I'm in. It's, you know,
Yeah.
it just felt kind of bluesy.
Dum, bum, ba, bum, ba, bum, bum. Hey, so yeah, isn't that an awesome song? Hey, Brody had a shape. Do you think you could write a verse about the shape he said? What was it? I forgot.
I don't even
Did you
think I
catch
could
it?
sing the shape that he said, let alone sing about it.
What was the shape again?
Pentahedron.
Yeah. Could
Yeah,
you do it?
pentahedron. You won't believe the shape I'm in. It's a pentahedron.
Wait, no,
That's it.
you gave it away, Jim.
Oh, right. I'll have to keep working on it.
Oh man. Hey, John, it's our friend John. Yeah, shout outs to Brody. And Kylie's like in the song. I think
Woohoo!
do you vote? Kylie? Do you think we should keep working together on the pentra? I keep forgetting the word pentra.
So many shapes. We can keep coming up with verses, more and more verses, right?
Yeah, that's true. Good
I
stuff.
see you at the dance party.
Jim. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Friends, guess what? We've got a really cool mathematical moment. Do you remember when? Hey! I love how John says that. Hey, Wimee! I did that for you, John. Because yeah. Okay. Oh yeah. Remember when Moby was talking about looking for shapes in nature? Check out today's mathematical moment by McKenna and Mr. Blue.
Well, hello, McKenna. How are you today?
Good
What are you going to tell me about?
shapes.
What do you know about shapes?
That there's different shapes
Oh, how are they different?
because they have different corners and edges. Like,
Oh, yeah, I see you made a straight line.
that's how you make a triangle.
Oh, okay. How many sides did you use?
3.
3 sides and 3 corners makes a triangle.
Here's a square
Oh, what's the difference between a triangle and a square?
because a triangle has 3 sides and a square has 4 sides.
Oh, what's special about the sides of a square?
Because they're all straight.
And equal, right? They're all equal?
Yes.
All right, do you think we could find some of these shapes out in nature?
Yeah, but first let me color my square in.
All right, we'll go find some and we'll be back. What did you just find, McKenna?
A circle.
Oh, I see the circle. There's a couple of them there.
And I found a cylinder.
Oh, the bird feeder is definitely a cylinder.
Yeah. Look at these pretty flowers that I found.
Oh, what is the bud shape?
A sphere. There's big ones and tiny ones. A bird's nest.
What did you find and what shape is it, McKenna?
A bird's nest, and it is a circle.
Oh, I wonder what other shapes we can find.
I found an oval.
Oh, all those leaves are little ovals.
And I even found a long cylinder of this brand.
Oh, that's the longest cylinder I've ever seen.
Yeah, with spikes.
Yeah.
You don't want to touch those spikes.
It looks like each of those spikes is a cylinder too.
Yeah! 2 cylinders on 1 cylinder.
What?
See you next time at Math with McKenna and Mr. Blue. Bye!
Bye.
Oh man, I love it so much. Thank you so much, McKenna and Mr. Blue, for today's mathematical moment. Friends, just like McKenna and Mr. Blue did, look for shapes out in nature and see if you can find objects to build shapes with. That's so cool. I love it. Okay, we're gonna go for the scavenger hunt, friends. Are you ready? We gotta be fast, fast, fast. Find something shaped like a triangle, something shaped like a circle, and something shaped like a square. Go! Go, 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 go! Find it fast, find it fast. Something shaped like a triangle, something shaped like a circle, something shaped like a square. What could it be? What could it be? We found some things in nature. Post in the comments what you find. Maybe you find a kite that happens to be shaped like a triangle. Maybe you find a box. Maybe you find a penny. Yeah. Ooh, this is Jim's got it.
I found an album cover that's round, that's square, but then the album inside is round.
Nice.
So I round and the circle and a square together.
Well, it sounds like a song. Circle and square.
Circle and square together.
I love it. I love it. Friends, what else do you find? Let us know what you got, Brody.
Well, my iPad is a square.
Yeah.
The mountains are triangles, and
I popped up. I was like, hey, look at me.
the sun is a circle.
Oh, all kinds of shapes. All kinds of shapes. Nice update on the Wimee. We're running tight on time. You can show us more in the dance party. Look for triangle shapes, circle shapes, square shapes. Ooh, draw a picture. put it in as many shapes as you can. Oh, a napkin! I'm gonna guess the napkin is square. You can fold it in half and it'd become a triangle. Ooh, a ball! It's round, shaped like a circle. Ooh, I like how McKenna was finding things that are 2D and 3D. The spheres, the cylinders. Man, that's a whole nother thing to go through all the details of 2D and 3D. Ooh, a ball of yarn, that's round. A notebook, that's square. And the hands on the clock are in a triangle shape. Great job, friends, finding it fast. Ooh, triangle cake. Oh, that sounds delicious. Triangle cake. Well, friends, we've had a lot of fun. I hope you've had fun. We're gonna get rolling to our dance party. Brody's gonna show us the update to his Wimee. Let's look real quick as we get ready to dance. Whoa, tacos. It's a taco buffet.
Yeah. So I changed the mountains and I added taco buffet.
I want to go up that mountain. Friends, let's get ready to dance. Thanks, Brody. Thanks, Jim. Thanks, Grace. Thanks, everybody, for helping us out. Singing, creating, looking for shapes. Oh, look at that robot-shaped guy.
Wimee's Words is brought to you by PNC Grow Up Great, Funterra by Smart, Meyer, and with additional support from these great partners.
Beans, tomatoes, potatoes, corn. Oh, hi. I was just thinking of things that I want to plant on my farm. Speaking of farms, why should you never tell a secret on a farm? Because the potatoes have eyes and the corn have ears.
Wimee creates all the day through, and you can do it too.
It's another day of learning, creating, and fun all around farms. And we've got the perfect seeds for a bountiful harvest. On today's show, Brock produces the illustrations in the Women's Lab. We flock to Miss Holly for some translations in Language Explorers. Miss Kalaine tells us all about a different type of farm in TikTok. And Miss Karen, she uses carrots to show us a new type of counting in today's mathematical moment. With your help, we hope to grow a wonderful show on today's Wimee's Words. Woo-hoo-hoo, I got some tomatoes and some peppers. There's all kinds of farms. But let's get rolling with this Grandpa's farm. Down on Grandpa's farm, there is a big, huge pig. Down on Grandpa's farm, there is a big, huge pig. The pig, he makes a sound like this. Oink, oink. The pig, he makes a sound like this. Oink, oink. Oh, we're on our way to Grandpa's farm. Who's got some words that can get things rolling? Two describing words. Describe things in adjective. We got some examples. Pink, tall, fluffy, sticky. Think of any describing word. It could be silly. It could be logical, round, and hot. All right, I'm going to go with, what's a good animal on the farm? How about cow? Down on Grandpa's farm, there is a round, hot cow. Down on Grandpa's farm, there is a round, hot cow. The cow, he makes a sound like this. Moo. The sound, he makes a sound like this. Moo. Oh, we're on our way to Grandpa's farm. Oh, funny and helpful. Let's see, a funny, helpful rooster. Down on Grandpa's farm, there is a funny, helpful rooster. Down on Grandpa's farm, there is a funny, helpful rooster. The rooster, he makes a sound like this. The rooster, he makes a sound like this. Oh, we're on our way. We're on our way to Grandpa's farm. Ooh, tall and silly. You know what? Let's put a silly animal on the farm too. Silly animal. How about a, or you tell me, friends, who's got a silly, one of the silliest animals we could put on the farm? We could make up, like a Dr. Seuss book. They make up animals. Maybe a tall and silly, Gigabagaloo? I wonder what that is. Or a Frogomosaurus? Should we do it? A Frogomosaurus. Oh, down on Grandpa's farm, there is a tall and silly Frogomosaurus. Down on Grandpa's farm, there is a tall and silly Frogomosaurus. The Frogomosaurus, he makes it sound like this. Ribbit! The Frogosaurus, he makes it sound like this. Ribbit! Oh, we're on our way to Grandpa's farm. Tall and cold. This will be silly. Oh, a goat! Let's do it. Tall, cold goat. All right, here we go. Oh, down on Grandpa's farm, there is a tall, cold goat. Down on Grandpa's farm, there is a tall, cold goat. The goat, he makes a sound like this. Bah. Wait, was that a sheep or a goat? A goat's more of a yeah. The goat, he makes a sound like this. Bleh. Oh, we're on our way to Grandpa's farm. Thanks, friends, for helping with that song. Let's go see what Moby has got for today.
I was just reading about farms. Did you know that there are more than 2 million farms in the United States? Yeah, but 80 years ago, there were close to 7 million. I wonder why there are so many less farms than there used to be. Oh, I was also reading that there are 50,000 farms in Michigan. Yeah, and vegetables are grown on more than 3,000 of them. What kind of vegetables do you like? Vegetables.
I love tomatoes and peppers, and I put cilantro and onions and chop. What am I making? Salsa! Oh, good stuff, man. All right, it's time for today's 3-sentence story. Beginning, middle, end. So, in our first sentence, we set the scene. In the second sentence, there is a problem. But in the third sentence, our solution. That's fun to say. Our solution. So, let's see where today's story takes us. Is it going to be a mystery, an action, a fairy tale? Ooh, group home. I love it, Joe. So we'll have the word officially be home, and I like the details. Group home. Excellent. Okay, so let's see. Joe and I were hanging out at his group home talking about Frogomosauruses. I love it. I'm hanging out with Joe, and we're talking about Frogomosauruses in the group home. I love it. Then, oh no, there's a problem. Oh, chicken. Joe, have you ever had troubles with chickens? Let's see. Okay. Joe and I were hanging out in his group home talking about Frogomosauruses. Out of nowhere, a chicken ran in through the front door. Gobble, 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 gobble. Did chickens say that? Those are turkeys. No, they go cluck, 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 and they ate our lunch. No! Can you believe it? The chicken got in the house, group home, ate our lunch. What do we do, Joe? Friends, help us out. You know, the chicken was just hungry. You know, I guess I understand. Maybe we forgot to do our chores and get the chickens fed out on the farm. Maybe that's the way your chickens are just like, hey, I kept thinking of that. I keep wanting to talk like a turkey, but I don't know. Did turkeys say that? Gobble, 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 gobble. Or do they say cluck, 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 cluck? Friends, we need a solution. Book. Our solution is in book. Okay. Joe and I were hanging out in his group home talking about Frogomosauruses. Suddenly, a chicken ran in through the front door and went cluck, 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 and ate our lunch. Quickly, I got out lots of books and buttered it with cheese and hummus and tomato and lettuce and made us all book sandwiches. The end. Ha ha ha! Book sandwiches to the rescue, and we shared with the chicken the next day. This might cause some trouble for our library in the group home. We might have to think this through. We may have traded one problem for another. All right. Well, we're gonna go to Brock in the Granville Women's Lab for our words home, chicken, and book. What do you think, Brock? What have you got for us today? Haha, welcome.
Wimee, what is your favorite vegetable?
Oh, my favorite vegetable? I think tomato. Sometimes I like to say tomato. Tomato. What, do you have a favorite vegetable?
Corn.
Corn?
Corn on the cob.
Yeah, do you like it like fresh, like where you gotta like take the husk off and steam it and put some butter on it?
I actually don't know.
Or you
I like it pretty much always.
It can't go wrong with corn, right?
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Well,
Nice.
You wanna see the image?
Yeah, what you got? Ho ho! There's the farm. There's the... Oh, look at, we're eating butter sandwich. There's Joe and I. Ha ha ha! There's that chicken, that rascal.
Yeah.
I like it. Do chickens say gobble 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 gobble, or do they say cluck 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 cluck?
They say cluck cluck cluck.
Oh, and turkeys say gobble gobble gobble, right?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. That's what I thought, but thank you for verifying. So,
You're
friends, let's add some more ideas to this. What do you think, Brock? You have any ideas to add? Friends, share some ideas. We could have more animals, more things.
Yeah. You want to add a cow?
Oh, a cow. Nice.
Cow.
Ooh. Man, I wonder if the cow, like the chicken, is gonna come and try to eat our lunch. Ooh, grandma. We could put grandma in there too.
Cool. Now I'm just going to flip it, and there's the cow.
Oh, there's the cow. Look at that. The cow and the chicken. They're both looking at Joe and I like, we could try one of those book sandwiches. Do you think that would taste good, the book sandwich?
Probably not.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. I think I just kind of solved one problem and created a new problem. All right, so friends, any ideas? More to add? We had a cow, we have grandma. Let's add one more thing. And then, Brock, if you want to work on it during the show, we'll check in with you to see other things to add. Maybe some other things on the farm. Like Grandpa, we had the Frogomosaurus. That might be a little tricky.
Yeah, that might be.
Yeah, more animals. Bar or something. Cool. All right, we'll check back with you, Brock. Thanks for today's Wimage. Friends, for today's Language Explorers, we're going to find out from Holly how to say today's words in Mandarin Chinese. Ho ho! Hi, Miss Holly.
Hi, Wimee. How are you today? Hi, everybody. So we're ready for today's words.
Yes. What do we have for home?
So the first word, home, is jia. Jia.
Jia.
So actually, this character is really interesting because it looks like it's a roof, and then this character underneath means pig. And so in Chinese history, way back then, they used to keep the pigs under the house.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. And then ji. Oh, that went fast. Sorry.
That was cool. It was like a
Ji. Chicken. I have a little chicken that I got as a gift from one of my friends in China.
I love it.
So this is for my Chinese zodiac year. I'm actually year of the chicken.
Oh, nice.
And the next
I love
one,
that character. It looks like a face of a chicken too.
doesn't it?
Yeah.
Ji.
Nice.
I just realized all of these are high tones. So, and the last one is book. Shoe. Shoe. It sounds like shoe, like you're like a shoe on your foot, but it's a different kind of shoe.
That sounds similar. You're right.
Yeah.
Man, that one I really like that one. Shoo. I got to remember that one. We should maybe put that into
book.
Yeah. I love it.
Hi, Megan.
Hi, Megan. Thanks for watching the show. Thanks for hanging out. Well, thank you, Miss Holly. We will see you at the dance party. Words, stories, tomatoes, peppers, and farms. Wait till you see what Colleen has got for today's Tech Talk. Hi, Colleen.
Hi, Wimee. Hi, friends. Good to see you out there. Well, so Farms also has something in tech. I don't know how many people have ever heard of how many of y'all out there have ever heard of a server farm? They're also called data storage farms, and there's called cloud service farms. So they all mean the same thing. Wow. It's one big, huge building that has a ton of computers in it, thousands and thousands of computers in it.
Thousands?
Thousands, yeah. Wow. And specifically servers. And servers are what helps the brain in your computer store things and also like process it to get it moving faster. And so I'm going to show you here really quickly. So this is just one grouping of data center maps that show these server farms all over the world. And then if you go in a little bit more, you can see there's multiple ones in each country. Whoa. And a lot of, server farms produce a lot of energy. They're really, really, really hot. So you'll generally see them like on the East Coast a lot, or in places where they can keep them cooler. But you're welcome to check out and see if there's a server map near you if you go to datacentermap.com. And then to show you, that's what the inside of one of these server farms look like.
Whoa.
Yeah, so each of those things is not just a computer, it's a server which can host tons of, I should actually look, maybe somebody wants to do that and get back with us and find out how much storage a server farm has.
Wow.
Yeah.
And there's even kind of like how the rows of corn are planted. These computers are like planted in that same kind of design.
That's a really good, that's a good point. Exactly. It's just like rows of corn going all the way as far as the eye can see.
Awesome. Well, Miss Colleen, thanks so much for sharing that with us today.
Good to see everybody. Bye.
So cool. Well, Sibley's gonna share with us. What do you think? I always wonder, what is Sibley gonna say for us today? His jokes, he's silly. Let's hand it over to Sibley.
What is the quietest animal on the farm? The sheep. Shh. The sheep is sleeping. Shh.
Guess what, friends? Gabe is here for a special report on the Marshmallow Farm.
Hi, my name is Gabriel, and I live in a marshmallow farm. Just kidding. I live in a hay farm. What is a hay farm, you ask? Here to answer that question is a hay farmer, Mr. Paul Elsinger.
Hello.
Mr. Paul, what is a hay farm?
A hay farm is a facility we grow hay for animals, for animal consumption, and we sell hay to other farmers, like dairy farmers. And the cows eat the hay and use the hay to make milk and meat. And we also sell some hay to horse people, for horses. That's about it.
Why do you wrap the bales?
You wrap the bales to preserve them. Some of the hay I do is baled wet or moist. The wrap keeps the oxygen out, so the hay preserves it. It's the same idea as people canning food. It's a preserving method.
What is the most fun/difficult part of being a hay farmer?
Oh, being a hay farmer is a lot of fun. You get to work outside. You get to work with equipment. hay equipment, and the difficult part is dealing with the weather when you either get too much rain or not enough rain, and pests eating your hay, like bugs eating your hay, but there's more good things than bad things to be a hay farmer.
Living in a farm is a lot of fun, especially because there's so much space. We can look around and explore and have a lot of fun in playing tag and hide and seek. Thank you for watching. I hope you learned something new today. Bye-bye.
All right, friends, we love books, we love math, we love libraries, and we got it all right now with Miss Karen from Muskegon Area District Library for today's mathematical moment. Hi, Karen.
Hi, Wimee. How are you today?
I'm starting to get hungry from thinking of the tomatoes in the farm, and that server, I'm still just amazed with the rows of servers.
I know, that was pretty cool. I've never seen anything like that.
Oh, the carrot seed. I love that book.
You love this book? Well,
I love it, yeah.
I was reading the other day The Carrot Seed by Ruth Krauss, and it's such a good book because this little boy, he plants a seed and people aren't sure if it's going to grow, but he just keeps at it and he grows the seed. So into carrots. So it's kind of cool. It's kind of like he has his own little mini farm in his backyard. Nice. So I love this book, but I started to think, what if we grew carrots? And how would we count them? And I started to think about skip counting. Have you ever skip counted before?
Yeah, it's like you go kind of in well, you know what? I kind of think so, but it's been a little bit. So remind me.
Well, sometimes people will say, counting by twos or counting by fives. So you're just counting in kind of a pattern, but you're skipping some of the numbers. For example, if we decide we're going to skip count by 2, we are going to start with 2, and we're going to count 2, and then the next one would be 4, because we're skip counting 2 numbers.
Okay.
Then 6.
Yeah.
Then 8. Then 10. And then 12.
Yeah, by 2s. Got
it. By 2s. And okay, so what if we wanted to skip count by 5s?
Whoa, okay.
All right. So we'd start with 5.
5.
And then what would the next number be?
10.
10, very good. 10, and then 15, and then 20, and then what would be the next one?
25.
Very good, 25. You're seeing a pattern here, 5, 10, 15. And then the last one would be 30. 30. Now, usually when we skip count, we either start with the number we're counting by, or we start at 0. So we might say 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, or 0, 5, 10, 15, 20. But what if we started with a number that didn't really match our pattern? For example, we can still skip count, but we can skip count with some different numbers. So let's say we're going to start with number 1.
Okay.
But we're going to skip count by 2s.
Ooh.
So that's different. Usually we start with 2.
Yeah.
What would our next number be?
Well, we would add 2, right? So 1 plus 2 would be 3.
3.
Right? So 3 would be next.
Yep. And then next would be 4.
2 more. 5.
5. And the next one would be
7.
7. Very good. And then we would have 9, and then we would have 11.
11. Man, it all connects. It all adds up.
It does. Math is really just a bunch of patterns. You just have to find them. So this is another way to find a pattern when you're looking at numbers.
Well, Karen, thank you so much for skip counting with us today. And I'm going to look for the carrot seed at the library.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Of course. Okay, friends, while you're thinking about that, I love to dream. I love to wonder. I've been working on a book called Wimee's Dreams.
Wimee sat down, looked around the room, and began to wonder. He imagined a farm where squirrels were in charge and cows simply sold the produce. at your fresh, sweet watermelons. They are sweet and juicy. Oh, so sweet.
I love farms. So many things you can grow on farms. Little farms, big farms. Oh, I'm really excited about that book. That's one of the pages from my upcoming book, Wimee's Dreams. Hey, let's go check in with Brock at the Granville Women's Lab again to see if he's added any updates or changes. What have you got for us, Brock?
So I got.
Oh, whoa! Tell us what you did.
So I added a pig next to the buffet.
Oh, I see the buffet. That looks delicious.
And then I also added the sun and clouds and some cheese on the book.
Oh, that'll make it taste better, I bet, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it needed. Well, Brock, great job on updating the Wimage, and I love it. We will see you a little bit at the dance party. So, friends, 34, that's right, counting by 7. So from 27, counting by another 7, skip count, 34. Ooh, I wonder if we could go further. After 34, count by another 7, 34 plus 7. All right, so, friends, we are ready for what we love to call Find It Fast. So, it's our scavenger hunt. I invite you to find something that starts with F, just like farm. Then find something that's grown on a farm. And like carrots, can you find anything orange? And go! See what you can find. Look around, see what you find, post it in the comments. Ooh, what have you got, Rock?
So I got this little orange tomato, and then this is grown on a farm. I also got a fan.
A fan! That starts with F. You got them all. Nice job.
Thanks.
Sure. All right, so let's see. Holly, what have you got?
It's a fan I painted in China almost 4 years ago.
Oh, I love it. That looks beautiful. And fan starts with F. Friends, the song's almost done. What have you found that starts with F, grows on a farm, or is orange like a carrot? Yeah, corn. Corn, that's Brock's favorite vegetable from a farm. Ooh, there it is. Frog starts with F. Apples grow on a farm, and orange books. Here's the end of the song. Boom. Ooh, basketball. That's orange. I love it. Well, friends, we are ready for our dance party. I invite you at home. Dance along with us. Karen, Brock, Holly, everybody, let's get dancing.
Wimee's Words is brought to you by PNC Grow Up Great, Funterra by Smart, Meyer, and with additional support from these great partners.
Out at Wimee's where we'll be. Because I know I'm happier when you are here.
Wimee creates all the day through, and you can do it too.
Let's play, create, and learn together as today we celebrate friends. And I have plenty of friends here to help me with the show. Nia is here helping in the Women's Lab. Sarah is translating words today in Language Explorers. Holly is sharing some of her awesome qualities in today's Wimee's Friends. And finally, Miss Kalaine is sharing a great book about friends in Check Out This Book. Grab a friend, grab a seat, get ready for today's Wimee's Words. Hi, friends. Let's get rolling with this song. I'm so glad you're here today. I'm so glad you came. I want to be your friend today. So please tell me your name. Ha ha! What's your name? Just post your first name in the comments. I know Holly's backstage, so I'll say hi to Holly. I'm so glad you're here today. I'm so glad you came. I want to be your friend today. I already am. So please tell me your name. Hi, Holly. You'll be on the show soon. And Sarah's backstage. Hi, Sarah. And Jim is running the show. Hi, Jim. I'm so glad you're here today. I'm so glad you came. I want to be your friend today. So please tell me your name. Hey, it's Wimee. I'm backstage. It's Kevin. Oh, hi, Kevin. I'm so glad you're here today. I'm so glad you came. I want to be your friend today. So please tell me your name. Nia's backstage. Hi, Nia. Oh, friends. We are glad you're here. Let's see. Moby's around. Hey, Moby. Hello. Hey, Moby. Glad you're here. You're on the show, right?
I did the video already.
Oh, good. I'm so glad you're here today. I'm so glad you came. Want to be your friend today. So please tell me your name. Kylie. Hi, Kylie. I'm so glad we're friends. I'm so glad you're with us today. Let's do one more verse. I'm so glad you're here today. I'm so glad you came. I want to be your friend today. So please tell me your name. Sibley, are you here?
Hey, Sibley. Wait, I'm Sibley. Who are you?
I'm Wimee.
Hi, Sibley.
Wait, what? I'm Wimee. Oh,
Hi, Wimee.
that's just silly. All right, friends, let's go see what Moby's got to share with us today.
I was just thinking about all the different friends I have. Some have wings, some have arms, some have legs, some don't. Some have hands, others don't. Some can see lots of colors. Some can only see two. Some think about things I like, and others think about other things differently. I like all my friends. I'm happy that we're different from each other.
Oh, man, one of the things I love doing is coming up with stories with my friends. It's time for what we call 3-sentence story, beginning, middle, end. So let's come up with a story, and in the first sentence, we set the scene. In the second sentence, there is a problem. But don't worry, in the third sentence, what do we have? We have a solution. So think of some possibilities and tell us what word you're thinking of. I'm thinking right now, let's see if Holly... Oh, jam! Jam. All right, thanks, Kylie. Jam. The first sentence is got jam in there. All right, so, ready for the story? Here we go. I decided I wanted to make a peanut butter and jam sandwich for breakfast today. We know we're probably in the house or the apartment somewhere, working on making breakfast, peanut butter and jam. Ooh, I wonder what flavor. What flavor jam? Let's see. There's gonna be a problem. No, Legos. Wait a minute. Legos are gonna cause problems? Oh my goodness, I love it. Okay, Legos. Sometimes they cause problems when you step on them and you're like, ouchie, ouchie, ouchie. Okay, here we go. I decided this morning I wanted to make a peanut butter and jam sandwich. However, I didn't have any Legos to spread the jam. It's just silly. In my story, in this world, for this story, Legos are used to spread the jam. What do you think of that? So, how do we solve the Ooh. Interesting twist. Sandwich is the solution. I like this. Okay, here we go. I decided this morning that I wanted to make a peanut butter and jam sandwich for breakfast. I realized, though, I didn't have any Legos to spread the jam. I looked out the window and saw a sandwich flying through the window, and it landed right on my plate. What? Who threw that sandwich? Who knew I was having trouble making my sandwich? I don't know. Maybe the illustration will show that part of the story. So, we've got a rough draft. We've got our words. Let's go to Nia in the HBCU Wimage Lab to see what she's got going for today's Wimage. Hi there, Nia.
Hi, Wimee. How are you?
Great. I'm wondering how the sandwich flew in through the window.
I know. Isn't that interesting?
Is the Wimage going to show us?
I'm going to show you guys. Of course I am. And like always, we're going to come together and add more.
Hi, Joe. Joe says a turtle through it.
Alrighty, here we are.
Okay.
So, what happened? Technical difficulties.
That's okay. I'll sing us. Oh, you got it? Okay.
Yeah. Alrighty, so we have our kitchen, we have a rug, we have some Legos. I'm thinking to add a few more. We do have our window over there with our sandwich. Let's make that a different color so we can definitely see.
Okay. Do you ever spread your jam or peanut butter with Legos?
No, I've never tried. I've never tried that, but that's very interesting. I wonder how that works. I wouldn't get all the jam on the bread. What do you think?
It depends on how big the Lego creation is, and I bet the jam gets stuck on the bottom part, where that might be a sticky situation.
Would.
Yeah.
All right. So, what do you guys think we should add? I have a jar right here of jam, if you guys can see, and then we have the sandwich coming through. Looks more like a burger. Maybe we should change it. But what do you guys think we should add?
Ooh, let's see. Ooh, a knife instead of the Lego. So, yeah, that's probably more efficient. Yeah. Friends at home, you can download the Wimage app for free. Make your very own Wimage, just like Nia is doing. You can put in the words, change the colors, the ideas, the options, the composition. You can change Lego from knife.
Of course. Anything else that you think we should add?
What else could go on the countertop? Maybe like a blender?
Yep, a blender.
A toaster in case we want to toast the sandwich.
So we have a blender, toaster. Yeah. Maybe we should add more furniture to the kitchen. But like always, when we come back from the dance party, we're going to have plenty of more things in our Wimage.
That sounds great. Well, we'll check back with you and we'll see what you might add. Friends, we get to find out how to say today's words in Spanish. It's time for a Language Explorers with our good friend, Miss Sarah. Hi, Sarah.
All right, let's do these fast because I want to go to Miss Holly too.
Yeah.
So the first word that we have in the 3-sentence story was the word jam. The word jam in Spanish, you say it's a long word, but it's a fun word to say. You say mermelada.
Oh, mermelada.
Looks like marmalade.
That's what I thought of. Yeah.
Right?
It does.
So you can, jam. Because I don't think we make a differentiation between jam and marmalade. So you can just say mermelada, por favor.
Oh, I love it.
Please.
Yes, please.
Then you spread your mermelada with Legos.
Legos.
Because Legos is a name, is a commercial name actually.
Yeah.
Names are not translated. So it's the same thing. Legos.
Legos.
And then you have an interesting word, sandwich. So we just took that word and we made it Spanish. Sanduche.
I like the sound of that.
But in Mexico, you say torta.
Torta.
So depending on where in Central, South America or Europe you are, sandwiches, you call it differently. But I just added 2 of the ways in which you can say sandwich. Now, if you say sandwich in Mexico, I'm pretty sure they understand as well. But the right way to say it is torta. And then you have knife.
Oh, I was going to ask. You're a step ahead of me. Great.
Cuchillo. That's a fun word, isn't it?
Yeah. Cuchillo.
Isn't it cool?
I like it.
So those are all our words today.
I love it.
I only have
Those are the words. Now you know. In Spanish.
Oh, I love it. Thanks so much, Miss Sarah. Bye-bye. Oh, man. So, friends, we get to hang out with our friends and work together day by day. And Miss Holly is one of the translators on our show. And right now, she's our featured guest. It's time for Wimee's Friends. Hi, Miss Holly.
Hi, Wimee.
Ha. So you translate the show, the words from the show sometimes once a week or more into Mandarin Chinese, but our friends at home don't know much more about you. Will you share more about yourself?
Yeah, so since today is World Autism Day, I wanted to share with everyone that at the age of 4, I was diagnosed with autism.
Yeah, and so each year, right, it's learning and expanding and all the resources and all the uniqueness and the awesomeness that is you. Can you tell us more about your interest and your hobbies and where you went to school and college?
So, as you guys know, I really like learning Chinese, and I love, I've been having an interest in China and Chinese culture since around 2010, and it hasn't gone away, which I'm very happy about, because sometimes special interests, I could probably wake up tomorrow and be like, all right, I don't want to study Chinese anymore. I don't want to learn Chinese. But so I went to East Kentwood High School. That's my high school I went to. I went to Kentwood Public School my whole life, and it was from all the teachers that I had and the services that I had that I was able to speak to everyone today, because without these services, I probably wouldn't been who I am. Because when I was very, very little, I didn't speak until I was about 6 years old. So I didn't speak full sentences until then. And I was able to because I had teachers that were able to help me.
Yeah, that is so good and so powerful and meaningful. And you went to Grand Valley, right?
I did. Yes, I did.
Nice. So, will you tell our friends at home a simple way maybe to explain or detailed what is autism?
So autism is a condition that affects how the brain processes information. So for example, some autistic people, they might have problems with communication and they can't really express how they feel. They want to express, but sometimes they can't because they don't have the resources to, or they just don't know how. They're also sometimes like sensory processing. So what this means is that there's the way you process sounds and lights and touch. So sometimes there might be lights that are so bright. That's all you're thinking about. So an autistic person will be like, oh my gosh, this light is so bright. And that's all they're thinking about because they want it off. And it could probably make them unhappy because it's just not sensory friendly. They also might have problems with loud noises. And there's also issues sometimes with making friends. Making friends is really difficult. Even having and keeping those friendships is difficult because, working with people or talking with people, it depends on the friendship you have with that person. And not every single friendship you have with everybody is the same.
Yeah. Now that makes sense. In what you just said there, would you say everyone with autism is the same, or is it different?
No, we are not the same. So everyone is very different. So autism is considered a spectrum disorder, which means that you can have somebody who doesn't speak very well, or they don't speak at all, and then you can have somebody who is like me. So I lived in China for 3 years by myself, so I have gained independence, and that's something I'm very proud of because not a lot of autistic people have that opportunity. However, there's some people that have support needs. They need to have the support in order to grow, in order to learn more how to be a good citizen in society.
Yeah, that makes sense. What would you say are some things that you would want kids to know when it comes to being a good friend with someone who has autism?
I think being patient, having the patience is very important because sometimes your friend they might be unhappy because something happened, like a sensory thing happened, and they might need to be left alone. So even if you're worried for that friend and if they say they want to be left alone, you should respect them. And also, sometimes not a lot of people like to be touched. right? So you always have to ask too, because some autistic people, they don't like to be touched because they don't the way people feel, like the hand feels on them, or if it's very sudden, it can scare them. So it's always good to ask, like, hey, can I give you a hug? And if they say yes, and then you can give them a hug. But if they say no, then you should respect that too. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Now, this symbol right here, it's one of the symbols of autism. Can you tell us more about it?
Yeah, so recently, many people, autistic people online have accepted this rainbow infinity symbol on the screen because it's supposed to be more accepting of autism, while the puzzle piece, if people don't know, the puzzle piece is kind of supposed to say that autistic people are a puzzle to figure out. And I'm not a puzzle. I don't need to be figured out. I just want to understand people, and I just want to be able to fit in. I don't need to be, to be fixed, basically, is what that means. And so the rainbow infinity symbol means that it is a spectrum. So, you see the rainbow, there's so many different colors, right? Yeah. And then it's an infinity symbol because it is forever, because autism and other conditions, because this isn't just for autism, this is for people who might even have dyslexia or ADD or even anxiety or depression. So it's all that too. So we use this symbol because it represents who we are, and it's something that we have forever and that we're proud of.
Well, I love that. Yeah. And I'm so glad that we're friends, and I'm so glad that you're part of the team. And it's so great. Thanks for sharing your thoughts and your story and your insights. Yeah. And we will see you at the dance party. Yeah. Woohoo, friends. It's so good to be friends. And I want to share with you a video that's all about friendship. So check out this beautiful video.
I'd like to introduce you to Bulu. Okay, take it away.
I have got a feeling that you and I are gonna get along just fine. I met you on Thursday while you were wearing jammies sitting on your front porch. You said your name was Bulu, and I might have took it as a terrible sign and thought you were an odd duck. But instead I said, well, you can call me Bulu too. See, 'cause I got a game that takes two people to play, and you and I are the same age, and I live just down the street. See, 'cause I got a game that takes two people to play, and you're my neighbor 2 doors down. Why don't you come around? Welcome to my front door. We can take our shoes off and we'll go in our socks. You want something to eat? Well, here's a wrapper chicken and an oatmeal bar. Don't really eat the chicken. Beware of my big brother. He might try to sneak up on us like he is a fox, but otherwise he's not so bad, as long as you never have to ride with him in a car. See, 'cause I got a game that takes two people to play, and you and I are the same age, and I live just down the street. See, 'cause I got a game that takes two people to play, and you're my neighbor 2 doors down. Why don't you come around? We could play detective in the attic. We could play 20 in the yard. We could play the dripping game in the hall. We could play sick turtle hospital. We could play lava on the staircase, and play a million other new games. It doesn't matter. But the best games are the ones that we make up. See, 'cause I got a game that takes two people to play, and you and I are the same age, and I live just down the street. 'cause I got a game that takes two people to play. And you're my neighbor 2 doors down. You're my neighbor 2 doors down. You're my neighbor 2 doors down. Why don't you come around?
Cool. So, friends, Sibley has always got fun things to share with his jokes. It's time for Laughing with Sibley.
What does a mermaid use to call her friends? A cell phone, of course.
Oh, well, friend, now it's time to learn with me in the CTC.
Hey everyone, it's Maddie from CTC, and today I'm so glad our theme is friends, because the movement activity we're going to do is a mini dance party, and that's perfect to do with your friends, either in person with them safely, or virtually, or just with those in your house that you live with. Your dance party could be 5 minutes, 30 seconds, 20 minutes, however long you would like, and with whatever music you would like. So I invite you guys now, wherever you are, to join us in our mini dance party. Today we just had a really short dance party, but I encourage you to dance as long as you would like and however you would like to move. I hope this helped. Bye.
I love it. Hey, we love books. You like books? We love books. It's time for today's Check Out This Book.
Hi, everybody. I am so excited to be here to tell you about the book, Benny Doesn't Like to Be Hugged. Benny, it's actually told by his friend, and she loves Benny. She loves him for all of his unique things. He loves trains. I'm sure there's a bunch of you out there that love trains. Let us know if you do. And he likes cupcakes without sprinkles, but he can be fussy sometimes, just like everybody. But he does, she talks about the things that make him a friend, make her happy to be around him, and to realize that it's okay if we're different, because you know what? If everyone liked everything the same, life would be pretty boring, I think. So Benny Doesn't Like to Be Hugged. It's by Zeta Elliott, and the illustrator is actually from Hong Kong, and her name is Purple Wong. I love the fact that she's named after a color. So different, so unique, and so cool. So anyway, Benny Doesn't Like to Be Hugged. I hope you really enjoy it as much as I did.
I like that book. I gotta go check it out for sure. Hey, let's go check in with Nia and see what she's added to the Wimage. Nia, what have you added?
Hi, everyone. Okay, this is what I've added.
Okay. Whoa!
So we have Wimee and his friends. There's a big heart because we love everyone.
I love it.
Everything. We have our Legos. We have, if you look all the way in the back where the kitchen is, we have a fork, knives, the toaster, a Lego to help us spread the jam on the other side, in the blender. And then you see the sandwich coming through the window. And Wimee is on one of the Legos.
Oh yeah, I love seeing how the Legos were getting cleaned up in the sink because they had some jam and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have to clean as we cook, of course.
And you love cooking, don't you?
I love cooking.
I know.
So much fun.
What's your favorite kind of sandwich of all time? If you had to pick
My
one.
favorite sandwich. Let's see. I love tuna sandwiches.
Ooh.
I love tuna sandwiches. Those are.
Do you put celery in it? Or no?
Sometimes I put celery. Sometimes I may put some cheese. Just depending on the day. I try different things.
I love So good, so good. Well, it is time for our dance party. I think we should do it. Now, we've got this song. It's a little slower. We're going to go with this for our dance party. Dance to the music.
Wimee's Words is brought to you by PNC Grow Up Great, Funterra by Smart, Meyer, and with additional support from these great partners.
Oh, looks like there's a 10% chance of rain. I like those chances. Anybody have an umbrella I can borrow? I can't afford to get rusty again.
Wimee creates all the day through, and you can do it too.
Hey friends, I'm so glad you could join us for this very special episode about weather. And we have a very special guest. ABC News Chief Meteorologist Ginger Z, a Michigan native, is joining me and our other friends today to discuss her love and passion for weather. Oh, it's a perfect climate for fun, creativity, and learning on today's Wimee's Words. Hi, Ginger.
Hey, Wimee, it's great to be with you.
Oh, we are excited. Oh, man, we're going to find out more about you in a moment, but we always start our show with an opening song. So the first question, we always ask our viewers to share words and ideas. Would you tell us one of your favorite foods? And it's going to be in the song. Yeah, what is something you enjoy eating?
This is going to sound pretty wild to any of the kids watching because right now I am all about kale.
Oh, I love kale. I totally love kale. Oh, man. And I saw on your Facebook page, you got like a big, bountiful harvest of kale going.
I am giving it away to everybody that comes in.
I love kale. Okay. So we're going to find out more about how you started your career, what you love about science and weather. But here we go. Get going on this song. Here we go. There was a man lived in the moon, lived in the moon, lived in the moon. There was a man lived in the moon, his name was Aiken Drum. His hat was made of kale, of kale, of kale. His hat was made of kale and his name was Aiken Drum. This is a song from Scotland. So we need more things to put together. So, Owen says PB&J. So he's going to have a bathing suit made of PB&J. Ready? His bathing suit is made of PB&J, of PB&J, of PB&J. His bathing suit is made of PB&J. His name is Aiken Drum. That's so fun. We've got our team backstage for the whole show. They're going to help us out as well. Ooh, Keller. Hi, Keller. All right, we need to find out what else. Oh, cheeseburgers. Kylie says cheeseburger. He's got a sweater. See, he's getting dressed for all seasons. Ready? His sweater is made of cheeseburgers, of cheeseburgers, of cheeseburgers. His sweater is made of cheeseburgers. His name was Aiken Drum. That'd be good for the fall, a sweater. What about the winter? A scarf. Oh, his scarf is made of spaghetti. Ready? His scarf is made of spaghetti, spaghetti, spaghetti. His scarf is made of spaghetti. His name was Aiken Drum. How about some mittens? Yeah, should we have some mittens for this? Ooh, eggs. Imagine in your brain what this would look like, this character. Okay, so we've got mittens made of eggs. Ready? His mittens are made of eggs, of eggs, of eggs. His mittens is made of eggs, and his name was Aiken Drum. Ooh, Ellie's favorite food is strawberries. That would be fun. Friends, keep adding more ideas to this song. Keep singing it. Well, guess what, friends? Moby's here for a message, and then get ready to ask some questions and learn from Ginger Z. But let's let the video roll of Moby.
Today, where I live, it's really cloudy. Yeah, and I was just thinking, there's a lot of different types of weather. Oh man, sometimes it's cloudy, like today, and sometimes it can be sunny or rainy or snowy. Oh, man, brr, it's cold sometimes.
Oh, it sure is summer here. Hey, let's bring in Ginger and get to know her better. So, Ginger, first, where are you right now?
I am in New York, in my house.
Oh, and what's the weather like for you today?
Today is pretty perfect. We are in the mid or upper 70s, sunshine, some passing clouds. I cannot complain.
That sounds delightful.
Yeah, we just saw a cold front last night, and it actually made it much less humid too, which I know my husband loves.
Yeah, me too. Less humidity is less sticky.
Yes.
So, Ginger, we know you have some connections to West Michigan, right?
I do. I grew up there. I grew up in Grand Rapids.
I love it. Love it. So tell us more about how you got started. How did you go from West Michigan to now the ABC News chief meteorologist?
I started by loving weather in West Michigan. I watched on Lake Michigan, which I'm sure a lot of the kids watching here have seen or been to. Yeah. And I spent a whole summer on Lake Michigan, and I was able to see thunderstorms. And when they came through, I started to realize that some of the thunderstorms made it to us. Some of them never made it to us. Some of them went to the north of us. Some went to the south. Sometimes it rained. Sometimes it didn't. And I started a real curiosity of why did that happen? By the end of that summer, I also saw a water spout. That's a tornado on the water. And it was a lock. I was in love with weather from that point forward, and I knew I wanted to be a meteorologist. I just didn't think I wanted to be a TV meteorologist. So I went to school for storm chasing, and that's how it all began.
That's so awesome. Well, we've got some questions from our friends watching, and they may do some shout outs. Our friends at Muskegon Area District Library there. Ooh, this is a fun question. Do you like turtles?
I love turtles. Who doesn't like turtles?
Right. And now they can go inside their shell to protect themselves from the elements.
They can. And that's the nice part is we in West Michigan, another thing is I was born in Southern California, and I always say I'm glad that we moved to West Michigan because we get a lot of different weather in Michigan.
We do. Oh, okay, here's the next question. Is it true that you can use thunder to tell how far away a storm is?
There is a rule of thumb that works most of the time to tell how far away a storm is. But I always say the most important rule you can remember is when thunder roars, you got to get indoors because thunder is the sound of lightning. And lightning to me, a person who has been up close and personal with so many tornadoes and even hurricanes, lightning scares me much more than that. So you never want to mess with lightning. It can be erratic. It can jump for 15 miles outside of a thunderstorm. I say thunder roars, go indoors. Don't even worry how far it is away.
Wow. I love the sound of that. When the thunder roars, go indoors. That's great advice and so true. So the last question I had right now is, as a scientist yourself, what advice do you have for young budding scientists out there right now watching the show?
Yeah, I think the most important thing I wish I would have known is as much as you love science or math or technology, whatever it is that is your thing, knowing that you can be more than one thing. Because there was a long time in my life where I said, well, I'm just good at math and science, and this is what I am. And it's true. That is what came easily. It's what I love, and it's what got me to my job here. But I had told myself that I wasn't good at writing, but I loved writing. And so I had one teacher somewhere, and I had one bad grade, and that gave me a label I held on for too long. And then a couple of years ago, I had one person say, you know what, you should try to write. And I did. And I wrote 5 books, and now one of them went on the New York Times bestseller list. It's an amazing thing to realize that we can be more than one thing.
I love that. That is such great advice. And here are some of your books. Tell us a little bit about these books real fast.
Yeah, that's Chasing Helicity. It's a trilogy, and it's loosely based on me. That first book is all based in West Michigan, Helicity, which is my favorite tornado variable. So I wanted to name the main character after that. She goes on all of these adventures through some of the biggest storms of life, and they're based on storms that I've been in myself mostly.
Wow. that is so cool to hear about the behind the scenes there a little bit. And you've also got books for adults and so much good stuff. Okay, so we got a lot of creative thinking to do in the show. So we're excited that you're going to join us as we continue. Now, what we do next is called 3-Sentence Story, and it involves getting words from our friends watching. So I want you to think of any word at all. It could be silly, goofy, it could be science related, it could be just anything related. So what I do then in the first sentence of the story is I set the scene. Then I'll ask more friends for more words, where in the second sentence, there's a problem. And then you know what comes in the third sentence? The solution. So first word, any word at all. Ginger, what word are you thinking randomly?
Vorticity.
Whoa, say that again.
Vorticity.
Vorticity. I love it. I love it. Okay, thanks, Ginger. Let's see how the story begins. And this is all called 3-Sentence Story. Beginning, middle, end. Okay, here's how I start. It was a lovely day, and I was walking on the sidewalk when I realized things were starting to fill up with vorticity. Uh-oh, there's a problem. Oh, school. Oh no, there's a problem in school. Okay, here we go, from the top. So I was walking down the sidewalk to a boat in the air filled with vorticity. I realized, oh no, I knocked over the globe. I got so excited. But oh no, it's a school day and I have to get to school. Oh no, how do I solve the problem? I forgot it's a school day. I'm just not walking along. Cat. Okay, thanks, Keller. Cat is the solution. Okay, here we go. It was a lovely day, and I was walking down the sidewalk to the lake when I realized the air was filling up with vorticity. I realized, oh no, it's a school day, and I have to get to school. My cat was walking next to me, so I hopped on his back, and he jumped on a boat and took me all the way to school. That solves our problem, right? The cat took me, got me to school, and then I can learn more about vorticity. All right, after the story, we'll find out more about that word. But right now, friends, it's time to go to Nia in the New York City Wimage Lab to see what she's got going for today's Wimage. Hey, Nia.
Hi, Wimee. How are you?
I'm good. I'm excited to learn about the word vorticity.
Of course. This is exciting.
Do you know anything about it? I have to look it up.
I don't know much about it, but I'm pretty sure if we ask Ginger, she'll let us know.
Yeah. It's a foreboding story right now of the air filling up with vorticity. So what have you got for the Wimage unfolding?
Let me show you guys. So right now we have Wimee on a boat.
Yes.
Wimee, do you see that statue in the back? What do you think that is?
That's the Statue of Liberty, I think.
Yes. And where's the Statue of Liberty located?
Staten Island, right? No, by New York City?
It's in New York City. Hi, how are you? Yes, it is in New York City. So for our setting, we have Wimee on the boat, and maybe he's passing by the Statue of Liberty and on his way to school.
Yes, I love it. Wait, yes. I see a sea monster in the water, don't I?
Yes.
Nice.
So, Wimee, what do you think we should add? And the viewers, what do you guys think we should add?
Oh, yeah. Oh, bats. They're flying up over the water. They eat mosquitoes. I like bats because they get the mosquitoes, especially on those summery, sticky days.
Of course. And Wimee, what color should the bats be? Let's get creative.
Ooh, green.
Green. Perfect. I see fish.
Fish there in the water.
Fish. We must have fish.
Love it. Trees. So many possibilities.
Yes. And this is why we love the Wimage app, because we can be as creative as we want to be.
Yeah.
Oop, there we go.
Oh, I love it. It's coming together with bats and with fish. Ooh, maybe a duck.
Yes. Ooh, we can add it up.
Nia, I love it. Thanks for updating us on the design. Great work. And so for today's Language Explorers, we've got Grace here to say the translations in Spanish. Hi, Grace.
Hola. Hola, amigos. Hola, Wimee. ¿Cómo estás?
Bien.
I'm so excited to share some of these words today in Spanish.
Nice. Let's see it. First word.
Vorticidad. Vorticidad. You want to say it with me, Wimee?
Yep, ready? Vorticidad. Do you know what it means? I'm still trying to figure that out.
You know, this word reminds me of a vortex. A
Yeah, that's
vortex
yeah,
is just spinning and spinning, spinning. So much energy, so much commotion. That's the feeling I get when I take a vorticity. A lot of pressure, a lot of
Love it.
energy. Yeah.
Cool. All right, and then the second word was cat. Wait, what's the second word? Oh, school. School, that's right. School. And then cat was that cat helped solve the problem. That's right.
Do you have any guesses, Wimee, what school is in Spanish?
Escuela.
Ah!
Escuela.
Escuela.
I love it.
Were you in the escuela for a long time, Wimee, or are you still in escuela?
I'm still learning. I'm always learning. School,
Me too.
Workshops, friends.
You're right. It's always a good time to keep learning. And our last word, sorry, my light there. Our last word, cat, is gato. Or if you want to say, you want to be sweet and be kind to your cat, you can say gatito.
Oh, gatito. I love that.
You add an ITO. You know, when your cat's being so sweet and you're just hanging out on the couch, you're like, oh, gatito.
Well, Grace, thank you so much for sharing with us today's words in Spanish. We'll see you later at the dance party. Oh, man,
Bye,
we wrote a
friends. See you later.
story. We wrote a story. We made the image. We translated. Let's go back to Ginger Z and find out more about the word. So, Ginger, I'm wondering, can you... Oh, hi, friend. Welcome.
Adrian.
Hi, Adrian. Your mom, is that one of your kids?
Yes, it's one of my
Your mom told us the word vorticity. Vorticity. That's such a tricky word. I'm excited to learn more. Can you teach us more about it?
It means to spin.
I love it. So I kind of used it right in the sentence, right? I was noticing a change in the air.
In the air, which works well.
All right. Well, thanks, friends. We're going to come back to you shortly as we continue the show. Oh, it's time for gym time.
Well,
what you got?
Today I was going to sing some weather songs here, but I need help from our friends at home. We need a type of weather. So tell us the type of weather, and then we're going to turn that weather into food. So we're going to start out with some raindrops. If all of the raindrops were lemon drops and gumdrops, so what a rain it would be. I'd stand outside with my mouth open wide, and then you're going to go, If all of the raindrops were lemon drops and gumdrops, so what a rain it would be. All right, so we need some more weather we can turn into food. Ooh, sunny. All right, we'll go with sunny. If all of the sunbeams were cookies and ice cream, oh, what a sun it would be. I'd stand outside with my mouth open wide. If all of the sunbeams were cookies and ice cream, oh, what a sun it would be. I like it. All right, Ginger, do you have a favorite kind of weather or another kind of weather day we can make into food?
Do you have one? What about hail? Say hail.
Yeah.
Hail.
Hail. All right. Ooh. And you'll like this one because I think we're going to make the hail spinach and kale. That would be good, right? If all of the hail were spinach and kale, oh, what a hail it would be. I'd stand inside with my mouth open wide. If all of the hail were spinach and kale, oh, what a hail it would be. Awesome. So, friends, thank you for your help. Friends, you can do that at home. Come up with different kinds of weather and then see if you can come up with a rhyme and turn that weather into food.
Oh, I'm getting hungry. I love it, Jim. Friends, we love being silly. We love jokes. It's time for today's Laughing with Lucas.
Hey, Wimee. Hey, Ginger. What's the difference between weather and climate? You can't weather a tree, but you can climb it. Ha ha ha.
I can climb it. Oh man, friends, we love kids. We love getting to know kids and celebrating them. And one of our friends, Kaylin, who's been on the show before, she's back for today's edition of Kid Chat. Hi, Kaylin.
Hi, Wimee.
Oh, it's good to see you again.
And it's great to see you too.
Thanks. We know that you love to write and create and explore. You are an aspiring journalist.
Thank you. So something about being an aspiring journalist is that I always like to investigate and write, and I always have like a little notepad or a pencil, and then I can just write it down. And then I can learn more and then jot it down, and then I can keep all my ideas in the note, and then it helps me learn more and grow.
What do you think, Kaylin? Would you be interested in doing an interview of Ginger Z?
Of course.
Oh, let's do it. Let's bring Ginger back in. Hey, Ginger, are you ready for some tough questions from Kaylin?
I feel it. I feel like Kaylin's really got them.
Haha, take it away, Kaylin.
Okay, so the first question that I have is, how much would you get paid as being a meteorologist?
You can make anywhere from about $20,000 as a meteorologist all the way up to probably $500,000 as a meteorologist. So there are a lot of different jobs. And I think it's really interesting for people to know that most meteorologists are not on TV.
Okay, so for my second question, so whenever you're doing your work, do you get to choose what you study, or is it what you have to study, or can you just study things for fun?
Well, I would be studying meteorology even if I wasn't a meteorologist because I've always been interested in it. But yes, I like to specialize in certain things. But either way, the excitement of the atmosphere and the puzzle that is the atmosphere keeps me looking at new things each and every day.
Okay, so for my third question, so whenever you're on ABC News, do you like tell them a little bit about weather, or is it just like to be on there and they kind of interview you a little bit and they talk to you more?
I am always doing, so two things that people don't know. I don't use a script. So I'm always just talking about the science that I know and love. So I really am a scientist on TV. I am usually bringing some sort of headline, visual, and then teaching them something about science. When we talked about the dry lightning today and how that forms in Virga, I talked about that on the news today. And it was funny because one of my co-anchors said, "Hey, I learned something." And that's always what I hope people take away from my broadcast is they feel the passion that I have for the atmosphere, but they also come away learning something.
I keep learning lots of things each time that you're talking to me.
Oh, I'm so glad. And I have too. Thank you, Kaylin.
Kaylin, that was awesome. Those questions were all written and investigated by her. And I just learned a bunch of stuff. Kaylin, thanks for that reporting. And Ginger, thanks for the information. Oh, friends, guess what? We've got our friends Brock and Brody for today's That's So Cool.
Hi, I'm Brock. And I'm Brody. Have you ever wanted to touch a cloud? Well, we're going to show you how with a simple experiment. And so while the cloud is forming, so how it's forming is the warm water is turning into water vapor, and when it hits the cold air from the ice, it turns into water droplets, and it condenses and sticks to the hairspray, and it becomes a cloud. And then you lift at the top, and you can touch a cloud. That's how the experiment works. Bye. Bye.
Oh, that is so cool. Well, friends, we have been learning, thinking, wondering. Let's check in with Michael for a quick little thing. So it's time for Minute with Michael. Hi.
Hey, what a great show.
Right?
Hello, friends, everybody watching. Thank you so much. I personally want to thank Ginger Z. I want to thank all of her partners at ABC News for making this possible. And because she currently lives in New York, and I'm from New York, and when I first got out the military, as a transition in peace, I drove a yellow cab in New York City. And so in Wimee's dreams, we wanted to create a scene where you are riding or driving a yellow monster truck from New York City to Happy Valley. And I'm wondering what type of weather you're experiencing in this animation. So I'd love to show this animation, and then let's bring Ginger back on and let's dance.
Wimee sat down, looked around the room, and began to wonder. He dreamed of driving a monster truck taxi from New York City to Happy Valley. Anything at all. Sing it, Moby! Anything is possible. Anything at all. Oh, anything is possible. We just can't do it all. This is such a good day for a road trip.
I think the sun was setting and it was just a little bit overcast. Looked like
That's such an awesome song. Anything is possible with community, with family, with friends. Anything is truly possible. And let's bring Ginger back on. I'd love to say a couple words to her.
Yes, anything's possible when you're in a monster truck taxi, I think.
Awesome. Ginger, thank you so much for being a part of this. We're grateful. We're proud of you. You rep West Michigan well, and now you rep my city, New York City, absolutely well. So keep up the great work, and we want to continue to inspire kids all around the country to follow their dreams, and yours happens to be science, and we need more wonderful scientists.
I agree. Please keep looking at it, loving it, and finding the parts of it, and enjoying the fact that there's still mystery, and we need all of you to help figure out this puzzle. So
Yeah,
but I love being a part of it, but also knowing that we have a whole future here.
Absolutely. And the other thing I love is dancing. You know, I grew up in the Bronx where, you know, music, hip hop was started in the Bronx, and let's dance, Wimee. It's time for the dance party.
Friends, join us on screen, at home, start dancing. Ha ha! It's been such a fun episode. Ha ha! Yeah, oh yeah. Science, weather, imagination, wordplay.
Wimee's Words is brought to you by PNC Grow Up Great, Funterra by Smart, Meyer, and with additional support from these great partners.
What are you doing? I was rocking out. What? Because it's for the show. But it's not about rocking. It's about rocks. Oh. Oops.
Wimee creates all the day through, and you can do it too.
It's time to learn, create, and play with rocks. Just don't throw them. That's not a good idea. Today we've got Brody illustrating our rock story in the Wimee Lab. Grace is helping translate our rock words in Language Explorers. And Jim is helping us rock those words in Gym Time. It shall be a rockin' time on today's Wimee's Words. So let's get rolling with this opening song. Have you ever heard Found a Peanut? Instead of found a peanut, find a rock. Now, here's what I need from you, though. Once I get rolling with the song, the first thing I need you to share with me is a word that describes something. Also known as adjectives, but a word that describes something. And I'll give you the next two, because we got three things we're asking for. The second thing we need is share with us something that you like to do. What do you like to do? Play? Swim? You know. And then the last thing, just simply share with us a thing. That's a lot of stuff to remember. So, first thing was something that describes something. Here we go. Found a rock, found a rock, found a rock just now. Just now I found a rock just now. If you know this song, typically it's found a peanut, it's rotten, they eat it. What? Oh man. But I'm going to look now for a word that describes something, and we're going to use that word to describe the rock. It was silly. Ready? The rock was silly, the rock was silly, the rock was silly just now. Just now the rock was silly, the rock was silly just now. Now, randomly, something you like to do, because the silly rock and I, that's what we're gonna do. What could it be? Something you like to do. Watch stuff. Okay, ready? Here we go. The silly rock watches stuff. The silly rock watches stuff. The silly rock watches stuff just now. Just now the silly rock watches stuff. The silly rock watches stuff just now. We're gonna finish up. This could go on forever. That's kind of what's fun. We love doing that with songs. They just can go on and on and on. But okay, last thing. Tell us a thing. The silly rock and I are watching stuff. Maybe we're watching Wimee's words. Wait, can I watch Wimee's words while I can watch the replay? Okay, so the last thing, tell us a thing, anything at all, and we'll see how, oh, couch, that works perfectly, because we're sitting on the couch. We were watching on the couch, we were watching on the couch just now we were watching on the couch, the silly rock and I were watching stuff on the couch. Now you finish the song. What's gonna happen when you jump off the couch and write the rest of it? Sing along. That's Found a Peanut, now known as Found a Rock. I wonder what Rock's favorite things to watch are. Well, let's go check in with our friend Moby.
I was just thinking about rocks. Yeah, I like to go exploring with my friends and find lots of different kinds of rocks. There are so many shapes, sizes, and colors. Yeah, one of my favorites, it's called Lake Superior Agate. Yeah, it's a rock that has many different layers of red, orange, and yellow. I think they're really cool. Do you have a favorite rock?
Thanks, Moby. Friends, it's time for 3-sentence story, beginning, middle, end. Let's write a story together. In the first sentence, we set the scene. In the second sentence, there is a problem. But in the third sentence comes the solution. We gotta make a little song someday that's like, all about that. So, the first word. Now we love nouns. Person, place, or thing. Let's see where our story starts. It may be a silly story. It may be a story about a mountain. In fact, today, it's about a mountain. Here we go. Ooh. Okay. I'm going to bring a friend. Moby. Moby and I were climbing up a mountain in search of... I'm thinking. What were we in search of? We were in search of... fresh air? No, that's in search of a magical rock. Oh, pizza. Okay, are we? Yeah, I was. How about this? I think I'm going to use pizza for the problem. I'm going to use pizza for the problem because I was going to say we were in search of a magical rock. Haha. Then pizza's the problem. Okay, so here we go. Moby and I were climbing up a mountain in search of a magical rock. We thought we saw what we were looking for, but it turns out it was just a crusty old pizza. It's kind of silly. It's like a fossilized pizza. Maybe somebody tripped and their pizza fell out of their lunch bag, and I thought it was a magical rock, but it turned out it was just dried up pizza. How do we solve this problem, friends? We're trying to find a magical rock. Not a race car. Okay, good. All right. Moby and I were climbing up a mountain in search of a magical rock. We thought we found one when it turned out to simply be a dried up slice of pizza. I called my grandma and she raced up the mountain in her race car and helped us find the rock. Called for help. That's how we solved our solution. Is Grandma drove a race car up the mountain and we continued our search. I think we got a story. What do you think, friends? It's got the beginning. It's got the middle. There was a problem. We couldn't find the rock. The solution was Grandma's race car. Beep. We should do like a race car song. Well, hey, let's go to Brody in the Granville Wimage Lab to see what he's got going for today's Wimage. Hi, Brody.
Hi, Wimee. Hi, Wimee. Hi, friends. I was just looking at this cool rock.
Oh.
It's called honeycomb coral.
That is such a cool name. And it looks like a honeycomb. It looks like it's got little spots and, man.
Yeah.
Wow, where did you find that rock or get that rock?
It was at Traverse City.
Oh, I love going up north to Traverse City. Wow. Do you have any other rocks?
Yeah, I also have 2 translucent rocks. If you put it up to light, you can see light through it.
Wow. Those are so cool. I wonder how they get that way. Wow.
Well, I know that some rocks, like this one, are from like erosion.
Oh, wow. Yeah, because, right, the water and the time, it changes the characteristics. Man, that's so cool. So up in Traverse City, Michigan is where you found all of those?
Yeah.
Nice. Ooh, look at that. Look at the stripes. Wow. It's so
This
cool.
one, this one.
Ooh, that looks soft and smooth.
It is. And then this one.
Whoa. Oh, that one's really flat, right? If you put it sideways, that'd be good for skipping, right, on the water?
Yeah.
Love it. Awesome. Thanks for sharing those. So what have you got for today's Wimage?
So,
Oh, tell us what we see.
Moby and you finding the stale pizza with the other Wimee sitting and eating some peanuts with
On the peanut.
Grandma driving over to pick you guys up.
Yeah, she's coming to help find the most magical rock. I love driving with Grandma in her race car. She's like, vroom, slow down, Grandma, slow down. So what else could we add to the Wimage, Brody? Maybe more things on the mountain. Friends at home, if you have ideas, let us know. Maybe more. Maybe someone else is in the car with Grandma. Maybe there's things up that we see along the way. Oh, a lake. Yeah.
Lake.
Nice. I wonder, it could be Lake Michigan, Lake Huron, Lake Superior, Lake Ontario, or Lake Erie? Which one?
All right. I just get a lake.
Nice. Hey, up in the Upper Peninsula, we do have some mountains. Maybe it's on the
What
UP.
color do you want it?
Oh, let's go with the blue.
Okay.
Go for the realistic approach. Nice. So which lake do you think that is there in the... I guess if it's up in the Upper Peninsula, it's probably Lake Superior up north.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. Oh, I love it. Brody, great job working on the Wimage. If you want to keep adding and changing stuff, we'll check back with you later. Well, friends, we get to find out today how to say today's words in Spanish. It's time for Language Explorers, and Grace is here with us today. Hi, Grace.
Hello, everyone out there. Hello, Wendy.
Hi.
How are you?
Oh, good. I'm thinking, I want to go swimming in the lakes now. Can you imagine right now taking a swim and...
That sounds very satisfying.
Yeah. Hey, so what have you got for today's words?
All right. So, today's words, you might recognize it in Spanish. A mountain is a montaña. I will cross that montaña. The next word is probably even more familiar. Pizza is pizza.
Pizza!
In Spanish, because pizza is Italian. So we had a lot of immigrants where I'm from Peru. There were a lot of Italian immigrants coming into our country. And so it's very normal to have, Italian sounding words. And we shared the Latin, the Romance languages. So
gotcha.
Yeah, quiero pizza.
Yeah. And the last one is race car.
Woo. Coche de carreras.
Whoa, cool.
Coche de carreras. Sometimes people think of car and say carro, but in this case, it's a little bit more formal because not everybody jumps into a race car.
It's true.
So coche is another version of car in Spanish. De, and that's of. Carrera is a race. Nice. So you might go on a carrera to do running, whatever kind of carrera, but this is the car for racing.
Love it.
Race car. Coche de carrera.
I love it. Have you ever been in a race car?
Ooh, only in my imagination.
And
it was a great ride.
I love it. Well, Grace, thanks so much for today's words in Spanish. We'll see you later in the show. Friends, right now it is gym time. Hi, Jim.
All right, so we were going to have a tournament today. We're going to play rock, scissors, paper. And the best of all, when we have this tournament, the final winner on our team is going to actually play against one of our friends at home. So get ready at home to play rock, scissors, paper. Now, if you don't know how to play the game, it's really fun because you can play it anywhere at any time because all you need to do is have your hands and you're going to yell out rock, which is a fist. We're making a rock.
Okay.
Scissors. You make like scissors. Chop, 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 chop. Or paper. You just have a flat hand to say paper. So we're going to choose rock, scissors, paper, and then we're going to say rock, scissors, or paper as we throw out our choice. Now here's how it works though. Rock beats scissors because it can smash the scissors. But paper beats rock because the paper can cover the rock.
Yep. Got it.
And now with scissors can cut the paper, so scissors would beat paper, but scissors are going to get hit by the rock, so they would lose to rock. And then with paper, if you're playing paper loses the scissors because, again, it's going to cut it up, but it beats rock because it can cover up the rock.
Got it. I love this game.
All right, so first round is you and I, Wimee.
Oh, okay.
All right, and I brought my rock guitar, too, just so we could do that, too. I really don't have anything to play with it, though. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to say rock, scissors, paper, go. And then on go, we're going to say and throw out either our rock, our scissors, or our paper. Are you ready? Round one.
I'm ready. Okay.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Rock, paper,
scissors,
scissors, go. Scissors,
paper. Oh, you got me. Okay, awesome. Who's up next?
We're taking on our next challenger. It's Brody. Brody, are you ready?
Okay, bye.
All right, here we go. Rock, paper, scissors, go. I got paper. Oh, sorry, I didn't say it. Oh, scissors, you beat me. I'm out. All right. So, Brody, you're taking on Grace. All right, Grace, are you ready? Here we go. Rock, paper, scissors, go. Oh, Brody keeps winning with the scissors. I think you got some going on here. All right, Michael, are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, here we go. Rock, paper, scissors, go.
Paper.
Rock.
Oh, paper beats rock. Brody is going. You're going so great. All right. Are we ready to take on you're the finalist, I guess. So we're ready to take on an audience member. Are you ready at home? At home right now, type in to us either rock, paper, or scissors. Brody, are you ready? This is for all the marbles. This is the championship round. Here we go. Rock, paper, scissors, go! Oh, rock beats the scissors, Brody. I'm so sorry. You were so close to having it there till the end.
Oh, man, that was fun. That
was fun. That was a good round.
Action.
It got tense. I know. Yeah. Brody was on a roll there.
I know. Man, I can't wait to do this again. I'm going to do this later today.
Sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, great job, Brody. You were
Yes,
flying
congratulations.
through. Man. Hey, Jim. You know what? Before you go, we've got some bonus songs for today's Jim Time because you, years ago, made some music to the Curious Glimpse of Michigan book and CD. And do you remember the Rock Boy songs that you made?
I do. Yeah, my band Scribble Monster did that. It was fun.
It was so good. It was so good. So we're going to play, but actually we'll play the first one. We'll just play it, and then you tell us maybe a little bit more after we watch it, okay?
All right, sounds good.
Okay, here we go.
One day, Rock Boy found a stone and carried it home. He said, Mom, we'll name him Jack. And they did ever since. Rock Boy and Jack have been good friends. The dusty stone since 1965.
I love it. Tell us more about that.
I love that story. Well, you know, it's just such a great story about friendship because here's Rock Boy just wandering around, finds this stone, brings it home, and Mom says, yeah, we can keep it. He's like, Mom, can we keep it? She's like, of course we can. And they name it Jack, and he's part of the family. How great is that?
It is great. And that, in particular, that stone is Michigan State Stone, the Petoskey Stone.
It is. Right, and it's an easy one to remember because you hear Petoskey Stone, and you go, oh yeah, that's what our state stone is.
Yeah, man, Michigan's got lots of state symbols. Every state does. Different symbols in different states, and a lot of the concepts overlap. But now, speaking of state symbols, the state gem of Michigan is the Io Royal Greenstone, and there's more to the story. Let's roll it.
Yes, there is.
Rock Boy was taking Jack out for a walk. He said they found when their family grew. They were 3 instead of 2. Now they were Rock Boy, Jack, and Gwen. The Isle Royale Greenstone is our state gem. And Gwen's an Isle Royale Greenstone. Rock Boy was taking Jack out for a walk. He said they found when their family grew. They were 3 instead of 2. Now they were Rock Boy, Jack, and Gwen.
I love it.
Wow, just when you think that story can't get any better, it takes that turn, they add another member to their family. How great is that?
I know, man, that's so fun. That's from A Curious Glimpse of Michigan, and it was fun to share. We had 3 Jim songs today. Rock, paper, scissors with the guitar. I like that guitar. All right, well, friends, thanks. Oh, look at that, Kate. Yeah, hey, Joe. I love that. Katie L does rock. Awesome. Well, Jim, we'll see you later at the scavenger hunt and the dance party. Friends, let's see what Sibley's got for today's Slapping with Sibley.
What is the Rock's favorite way to travel? On a rocket ship.
All right, friends, let's check back with Brody and see while we also find out other words that start with R. Post them in the comments. What else starts with R? And let's see what Brody's got as an update to the Wimage.
Where's that little friend on your left?
Where? Did you see somebody? You did?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't see. I'll keep looking though. Oh, thanks, Joe. We love having fun. So, what? Any updates for the Wimage? Oh,
yeah. So I changed Moby to a chicken. I added a James car. I put in rock and scissors and paper.
Oh, nice.
And then there's two of you eating cookies.
I love eating cookies. Man, that's so fun. I love how you put lots of stuff from the show. Rock, paper, scissors. That could be like a cool logo for the game that you just made right there. And man, cookies. All right, so Brody, I think we're getting ready now for the Find It Fast pretty soon. But let's keep finding out from our friends at home. Maybe some other words that start with R. Ooh, run.
Rock.
Oh, rocks. Haha, indeed. Rainbow. Nice. Rainbow rocks. Run. Run, 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 run. Haha. Can you think of any more? Rain. Yep. Red. That was an awesome image, wasn't it? Rice. Grace just said rice backstage. Let's bring Grace in. Grace, you posted rice on the backstage comments. Have any other words?
Ridiculous.
Yeah, sometimes things get a little ridiculous on this show, huh? Let's see if Michael's... Oh, nice. Rampant. What you got, Michael?
I got a bonus.
Ooh.
Railroad.
Oh, 2 points. Railroad. Break. This is great. We got lots of words. We got our scavenger hunt to get to, too. In fact, we're kind of a step ahead of ourselves. Remember, rat.
This is really rad.
Oh, really rad. Now you're showing off, Michael. If we could say it's really, really rad. Is that allowed? Hey, well, let's get ready for the scavenger hunt then. We need to find some things. Oh, rock and roll! That's double too. We got to find, in fact, more things with R. We're already a step ahead on that. And we need to find things that are round and something from Earth. Let's do it! So we got lots of R's. Keep the R's coming in. But also, like a rock, find something round. Not all rocks are round. Rice, that comes from the earth, and that starts with R. Ooh, can we get all three? The rocks are round and come from earth, so that'd be all three. I think Jim's got it. Hey, Jim, what have you got there, Jim?
I have a round rock, but it doesn't come from the earth because it's a toy. It's plastic.
2 out of 3. That's pretty good. Oh, that's pretty good. Let's see. What else have you got, friends?
We got water.
From the earth.
Bottom of this is round.
Oh, it's round.
Yes. And what else?
Starts with R. You got a lot of R's already.
I did.
Yeah. All right, friends, keep looking. What else can you find? Starts with R. It's round or from earth. Can you get more that are all three? What you got?
All right, so a round tomato.
Yeah.
Is red.
Red.
The earth.
Yeah, ding, 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 ding. That's a great one. Man, that looks delicious. I wanted to eat that. Let's see. From the earth. Well, you know what's amazing? Think about it for a moment. Everything comes from the earth. Right? It has to, because otherwise how did it get here? That's pretty deep. Okay, rock, dirt, cup. Yep, got them all. Starts with R. Comes from the earth. And it's round. Ooh, rutabaga. That's a fun word to say. Rutabaga. Whoa.
I have a plant that came from the earth.
Yep. Sure did. Man, the bucket it was in, that was a round bucket too. Rabbit. Nice job, Joe. Rabbit. I love it. Man, oh man. Oh, what you got?
Okay, I have something that is round.
Is that a tangerine?
And it's from the earth. An orange or a tangerine.
Yeah.
And something that starts with the letter R is red. I have a red marker.
I see it. Red marker. Nice job. This is so fun, collecting things, looking. Friends, keep looking for more things. Put on your own scavenger hunts, too, with your friends, with your family. Good stuff. Well, hey, this has been a lot of fun, friends. We had a lot of fun with rocks, learning, singing, playing. It's time for our dance party. And let's play the music. Let's bring everybody back as we get ready to dance. Woohoo! Yeah! Rock and roll dance party.
Wimee's Words is brought to you by PNC Grow Up Great, Funterra by Smart, Meyer, and with additional support from these great partners.
They They tell us where everything is and the best way to go. I love my map. I'd be lost without it. I get lost without it.
Wimee creates all the day through, and you can do it too.
We are on the hunt for a perfect place to laugh, learn, and create. We got the perfect tool to find it. Maps. Today, Brody is mapping out his illustrations in the Women's Lab. Brad is translating words from places far away in Language Explorers. And Miss Andrea is showing us how to make our own maps and sharing her favorite map book in today's Check Out This Book. We are following the map to an amazing episode, so join us on our trip in today's Wimee's Words. Over the river and through the woods to grandmother's house we go. The horse knows the way to carry the sleigh through white and drifted snow. Tell us a place you would like to travel to. We'll go over the river and through the woods. Where are we gonna go? Let's see. I'm in Grand Rapids, Michigan. We travel all over Kent County, so I'll say, over the river and through the woods to all over Kent County we go. The bookmobile knows the way to carry the books through the white and drifted snow. I think the winter's free and clear now, but you never know. But that bookmobile does go. In Grand Rapids Public Library, they've got a bookmobile in Muskegon, and man, bookmobiles and on the road traveling, looking around like, hey friends, good to see you. So tell us a place you like to travel to. Maybe it's somewhere in Kent County. Maybe it's somewhere across the state. The library. Over the river and through the woods to the library we go. Indeed. Getting some books about rivers, books about lakes, books about all kinds of things. Where else could we go, friends? We can go over the river and through the woods to friend's house. Okay, ready? Over the river and through the woods to my friend's house we go. We're gonna hang out and read some books that we got at the library today. See what I did? I combined library with that one. Oh, South Dakota. Let's do it. Ready? Over the river and through the woods to South Dakota we go. Now, should we go by horse or bookmobile? Let's see. Let's take a boat. Can we take a boat? Do you think the river could we connect in a river and go? Maybe we could leave through Lake. Maybe we start in Lake Michigan, go up around. Can we take like a river through Canada and then kind of go back down? Not sure. Maybe. Friends, thanks for your ideas. Keep singing that, okay? Let's see. What do we think Moby is going to say today?
Did you know that people who make maps are called cartographers? Yeah, I just read about it. Anybody can draw a map of a place. You could even draw a map of your bedroom on a napkin. But cartographers are trained in how to make really detailed maps of lots of places. I think I'm gonna go make a map of my backyard. Awesome!
All right, so let's get rolling for today's 3-sentence story. Beginning, middle, end. Friends, let's get rolling with today's story. Tell us a person, place, or thing. We love nouns. That works the best. In the first sentence, I will set the scene. In the second sentence, there will be a problem. And in the third sentence, what do we have? Solution. Ooh, ducks. They're in the water. Ponds most in particular, right? I don't know, statistically, where do ducks live the most? I don't think they go into the ocean. That would be hard. Well, maybe they do. I gotta research this. Okay, ducks. Okay, I got an idea. Early last spring, a little duck decided to fly to the middle of the ocean. Oh, I think we see the challenge already. Should I say the problem already? I think so. Specifically, the sun. Okay, I got it. Early last spring, a duck decided to swim to the middle of the ocean. The sun began to set, and the little ducky felt scared. Oh, how do we help the little ducky in the middle of the ocean? How long would it take, by the way, to go all the way to the middle of the ocean? I guess it depends where you started. Which continent were you on when you started going over which ocean? That all depends. That's getting more into nonfiction. So hat. Ooh, okay, here we go. Early last spring, a duck swam to the middle of the ocean. The sun began to set, and the little ducky felt scared. The duck looked into the horizon and saw a boat carrying lots of big hats so that the duck could be prepared for tomorrow. Yeah, because I'm not sure if I was thinking of the sun, getting the sun in the duck's eyes, but the sun was going down. So I don't know if I don't know if the hat was going to help the, I think it's more so the boat. The boat that came helped the duck, and it happened to bring hats, so that's kind of where chapter 2 comes in. The duck wears a hat and gets to the other side of the ocean. Bum, bum, bum. Ha, 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 ha. Let's go to the Granville Women's Lab and find out. I wonder if the duck's already wearing the hat or not. Hi, Brody.
Hi, Wimee.
Ha ha. Is the duck wearing a hat or no?
Yeah.
Maybe? Yeah. Ooh, prepared for tomorrow. Look at all those globes. Wow. That's cool.
Yeah. Oh, Wimee.
Yeah.
Do you remember how in the opening song It's a Small World?
Yeah.
Oh,
that's a little
very small.
Yeah. That's even smaller than this one. Yeah. Man, oh man, that's awesome. It's a very small. We should say like it's a very small world. It's a teeny tiny world. That's funny. So, what have you got for today's Wimage?
So, I have the sun is setting with the map in the background with the duck in the boat with wearing the hat.
I love it. Yeah, that's such a cool map. I love the design. And what do you think, Brody? Should we add another word or two?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see if our friends have an idea. I'm wondering if maybe we got, let's see, a sailboat. What else could be in the ocean here? Fish? Shark? Yeah. Okay, you choose.
Fish. Wimee, which fish do you want?
Ooh, let's see. Ooh, I see it. It's a yellow fish. There's the, ooh, nice. Ooh, that one kind of looks like a shark. Let's go back to the other one, just before that. Yeah, and put them right in the ocean. Or we could put lots of shark in each ocean. Oh, yeah. Well, tell you what, if you want to duplicate the sharks, put them in the different oceans, and then we'll check back with you to see. And if you want to add any other sea creatures, too. Because that little ducky really would appreciate now that boat and that hat. Is there a hatfish? Is that a thing? Sunfish? Catfish? Hatfish? I don't know. I think I digress. All right, friends. It's time to find out how to say today's words in Swahili. It's time for Language Explorers. And today, Mr. Brad is with us. Hi, Mr. Brad.
Hi, Wimee.
Man, you grew up on the other side of the ocean from where we live right now, right? Have you been to other continents or oceans that you've traveled through?
So I've been on the Indian Ocean, the Atlantic Ocean, the Pacific Ocean, and what is the fourth ocean?
Oh, I got to think. Pacific, Atlantic. Oh man, I got to check my globe here. The
Indian, I've been on that,
Indian.
but I don't know what the fourth one is. I'm not sure I've been on the fourth ocean.
Let's ask our friends at home. Friends, if you could help remind us which ocean we're missing. So, what have you got for today's words?
Okay, so the first word I want to show you is maps, which is Ramani.
Ramani.
And I'm going to tell you a quick story in Swahili about maps, and then I'll translate it.
I love it.
Sasa mimi sipendi kufikiria kwamba niko mzee, lakini labda niko mzee sababu napenda kutumia ramani za karatasi kuliko ramani za ndani ya simu ya mkononi. So what I just told you is I don't like to think of myself as an old man but maybe I am an old man because I prefer to use maps made out of paper that I can look at rather than maps on my cell phone. So I don't know what that says about me.
No, I can relate. Oh, Arctic Ocean, Danny,
Arctic
thank you.
Ocean,
The
yeah.
Arctic Ocean, yes. Yeah, no, there's something cool about just a hand-printed map, right?
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. Thank you for sharing that with us.
Yeah.
And the first word.
So here's the next word. Ducks. Bata.
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 I love
Okay. The next word is hats, which is kofia. Kofia.
Kofia.
And then the next word, was the third word boat?
Hat. But I made it was about a boat bringing the hat. So you could translate either one, really.
Okay. So then the next word we'll do is boat.
Okay.
Which is chombo. Chombo.
Chombo. Nice. I love it. Well, awesome. Thanks for I like the word kofia. Did I say that right?
Yes, you did. It is
makes-
a fun word to say, kofia.
Yeah. Kofia. Awesome. Do ducks like to drink kofia?
Well, here's another thing. What's it called? A learning trick. Not mnemonic. What do they call that? But anyway, a learning trick for people who know the word Sophia. You just change the S to a K, and you'll be saying the word in Swahili for hat. Sophia, Sophia.
Kofia, Sophia. That could be a cool poem or book, I think.
Yeah, it could. You would say that Sophia wears a kofia.
We got to work on this. I love it. Well, Mr. Brad, thanks so much for translating today's words into Swahili. See you later in the show. Friends, it's time to check in with Andrea for today's exploring. Hi, Miss Andrea.
Hi, Wimee. How are you?
I'd like to have kofia with Sophia.
Sounds pretty good to me.
Yeah.
I
What you got?
love today's theme. I love maps so much. I love books that start with maps. I love movies that start with maps. I love
Yeah.
books about maps. And I have a few of those here. I
Okay.
went and checked the shelves at the Grand Rapids Library and found lots of fun books about maps. And these are some of my favorites. It shows how to map things that are close to you. So you can map your room or map your house.
Cool.
Or map your neighborhood. And of course, we got these at the Grand Rapids Library, but I bet you would find books like this at any library you went into. And
love
so
it.
I thought for today's project, we could map our house or our bedroom. And this this is a fun, easy project because all you need is paper, right?
Paper.
And markers or colored pencils or crayons.
Nice.
So I've decided I'm going to map my house, and I think I'm just going to do the first floor of my house. So here I go. To start off, my house is a great big square. So start off, here's the outside of my house. Can you see that?
Yeah. I can
And
picture it
then-
right now.
Yeah, and my house isn't just a great big square. There's some walls inside my house too, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to put the walls inside my house. That's kind of what the first floor of my house looks like on the inside.
Gotcha. Is the big room the living room?
It is, yeah.
Oh,
This
I
is
was right.
here. Yeah, right there.
Cool. Okay.
And of course, let's see. I have to get into my house somehow, right?
Yeah.
So I did one ahead of time because as much fun as it is to draw a map of my house, maybe it's not as much fun to watch me do it. So this is my finished project. Can you see that?
Oh, yep. Living room, dining room, kitchen, bedroom. Oh, you got a compass?
Yeah. Oh, that's important on a map, isn't it? This is called the compass. Ooh, other way. Compass rose, and it shows which way my house points.
Whoa.
So my kitchen and my bedroom downstairs is on the west side of my house, and my dining room and my living room are on the east side of my house. And can you see what else is on my map?
Let me look. Oh, I see the key, which tells us more information. It tells us where the doors and the windows are.
That's right. In order to read a map, you have to know what all of these little things stand for, don't you?
Yep.
And it's good to think of a map as like a picture of your house from an airplane's point of view, right? Your hovering over your house or your neighborhood, and that's what it looks like from up above.
Oh, it's like Superman's X-ray vision through the roof.
It is, absolutely. So I've
Nice.
got, let's see, orange for windows. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 windows on the first floor of my house.
Cool.
And I have purple for doors. And I have, let's see, 1 outside door, 2 outside doors, and 1 inside door.
Ooh.
And
Ooh, I
then
see an X.
an X.
Is that where the pirate? Is that where the pirate treasure is?
The pirate treasure is. Can you read you read the key?
Oh,
That
it says
is
the meeting spot.
the meeting spot. Yeah, like if your family had an emergency and had to meet outside, it's a good idea to have a place picked out already, right?
That's a great idea.
We have a great big tree in the front yard that we would meet out at.
I love it.
So yeah, that's the first floor. I decided maybe the kids want to start with their bedrooms. It could be their first step to becoming a cartographer later in life, right?
Yeah.
Just like Moby said.
Yeah, Moby did.
Yeah, here's the bedroom, and the key looks a little bit different because I decided to include the furniture on this one.
Whoa.
So you could start with your bedroom and then expand your house and then expand to your whole neighborhood.
Whoa, what if you map the whole world?
There are maps of the whole world. Just imagine how much work has to go into mapping the whole world. Wow.
That is a lot of work.
Yeah, start small. Just start with your bedroom.
I love it. Well, Miss Andrea, thanks so much for showing us that. And I know I'm going to work on that. And I bet our friends at home are going to do some cool maps. We'll see you soon. Friends, let's see what Sibley's got for today's Laughing with Sibley.
Why was the cat laying on the globe? Because he wanted to take a cat map.
There's no cat laying on this globe taking a cat map. Oh man, we love books. It's time for today's Check Out This Book. Welcome back, Miss Andrea. What book you got today?
Today I have a book called Mapping Penny's World. Can you guess what this dog's name is?
Penny.
That's right. Penny. Penny is a Boston Terrier, and her friend Lisa is a little girl who's in school and learning about maps, and they get an assignment to map their bedrooms, just like we were talking about.
Yeah.
And she mapped her room, and there was the bed and the aquarium and the toy chest, and of course, Penny's bed. And it was so much fun. She decided to map her house and then her neighborhood. And then she decided to map Penny's route to her favorite dog friend's house. And then they decided to map Penny's favorite things that included a duck pond and the place where the squirrels hang out and the place where all her dog friends hang out. And then they started to map even more and more and more. And then you'll never guess what the map at the end of this book maps. It's really big.
Oh man, maps. I don't even know. It could be anything.
You'll have to read the book to find out.
Oh man, I will do it. You hooked me there. Oh man, I gotta find out. I love it. It's just like what you just showed us how to do.
Exactly.
Yeah, and there's really a duck in there? Because our duck was in the ocean in our story today.
Yep, there's more than one duck in here.
I love it. Awesome. Thanks, Miss Andrea. I will surely check that book out at the library. Man, I'm just having so much fun. Words, stories, songs, ideas. Man. Hey, friends, right now, let's see what Michael's up to. It's time for today's Minute with Michael. Hey, Michael.
Hey, Wimee. Hey, friends. What a great show. I love maps as well.
They're pretty cool.
Yeah. So I was born in Haiti, which is an island in the West Indies. And so came to the U.S. when I was 5, joined the military, was a Navy Seabee. So I traveled the world.
Yeah, I imagine.
And so I love maps. I love meeting different people and different cultures. And that's one thing, friends, especially our kids who are watching out there. Maps can help us, meet so many new different people, new languages, new cultures. So I have a question for you, Wimee, and for friends who are watching.
Okay.
If there was one place you can go, where would that be? You first, Wimee, and then we'll give our friends who are watching the opportunity to send us their suggestions.
All right, so friends, think where you would like to travel. There's so many places I would want to go. I'd love to see the Grand Canyon. I'd love to see the Great Wall in China and the history behind that. I'd like to go to Zimbabwe because I think it sounds cool, the name of that country in Africa. I want to go to the Netherlands. I want to go to Paris, France.
Okay.
I want to. I got lots.
Okay, you've got a lot of places you want to go. Let's bring in Miss Andrea and let's ask her where she'd like to go that she haven't been yet.
Let's find out. Hey, Miss Andrea, where would you like to travel to?
Oh, there are so many places I'd like to go, but I think the first one that came to my mind was Tokyo, Japan.
Oh, nice.
So cool.
Awesome. How about Brody? Brody, where would you like to go?
I would like to go to Hawaii.
Hawaii. This is what they do, right?
Oh yeah, hang loose. It's like what's that one word? Not aloha, but
I forget.
Yeah.
I've not been to Hawaii yet, although I'd love to go to Hawaii.
Yeah.
And
Mahalo. It means thank you. Mahalo.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's bring in the director.
Jim, where would you travel to?
Where did we go? I can't hear you. Can you hear me? All right. Well, you know what? I would like to go. If I could go anywhere in the world, I'd like to just go to an island. Any island, anywhere. I think would be pretty fun.
We got lots of islands in Michigan. I think there's like 100 some islands, right?
Yes.
I'll have to
How
look.
about we show our friends Wimee's Island, the animation where you,
cupcakes and
we need to get that on the map. But before, let's show friends the animation about Wimee's dream.
Wimee sat down, looked around the room, and began to wonder. He dreamed of an island filled with butterflies, crayons, and cupcakes. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum. Cupcakes and crayons and butterflies. Oh boy, look at these butterflies. And cupcakes. Oh, I love it here. I should invite everybody to come over. We could have a cupcake party.
Oh man, that was fun.
That was fun. So, an island full of cupcakes, butterflies. So that's one place I'd love to go.
Yeah, I think Brody was up for it, and I think we should all go. Hey, let's bring in Brad. But you know what? I think Jim is telling us he's got no audio.
We got to figure that out. But let's bring in Brad because we didn't ask Brad if there was one place he can visit on a map where that would be. So let's bring in Brad.
Hi guys.
Where would you travel to?
So a place I would like to go to where I've never been is the countries in Asia of Cambodia and Laos. They have some very ancient temples there from thousands of years ago that are remarkably preserved. And I think it would be fun to see those in person.
It would be amazing.
That would be amazing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right.
Awesome. Well, what a great
thanks.
show. Brad, thank you so much. Wimee, you look awesome. You've got your map. Can you spin your map, please? I'd love to see it. Spin the globe.
I'm trying. Oh, give me a second.
There we go. You got
it. I got it.
Awesome. Yeah. Let's see what Brody got going on. And he's got a whole bunch of maps behind him.
Did you add some sharks?
So I added a dolphin with Wimee, riding the dolphin, and I added a octopus.
Ooh.
Whoa, that is so cool. I love it. Man, I want to print that one and really look close. Man, all right. All right, so I got word Jim's got the audio back, right, Jim? Yeah, should we bring Jim in? Let's confirm. Jim, can you hear me? Bring you in if you can. Oh, no, that might have caused a problem last time. Never mind. Don't stay in. Stay out. And we're ready for the dance party, right?
We are.
Ooh, you know what? Yeah. I digress. Let's do the dance party. Are you ready? Let's bring everybody in. Let's bring in Brad. Let's bring in Andrea. I don't know if Jim can hear us, actually. It's gone again. Yeah, I just saw the note. Let me do this. Let me tell you what. I'm going to push the emergency button.
Okay.
And, yeah, got it. Okay. That means I will bring you the dance party music.
Wimee's Words is brought to you by PNC Grow Up Great, Funterra by Smart, Meyer, and with additional support from these great partners.
Hi friends! I'm thinking about getting a new bicycle, and I'm doing some research on them. You know, I have a lot in common with bicycles. Yeah, we both have gears, we are machines, we are made up of a lot of parts. Basically, we're family. I wonder, on my next upgrade, could I get wheels installed? That would be so cool! We are embarking on a journey to laugh, learn, and create on our bikes. Today, our first stop is with Brody, who will be rolling out his illustrations in the Wimee lab. Then we pedal to Brad, who is translating the words in Language Explorers. And for our last leg of the journey, Miss Lisa joins us for her favorite bike-themed story in Check Out This Book. Ready to go for a ride? Then join us in today's Wimee's Words! Let's get rolling. Here's what I want to know from you. Where in the world would you like to visit? If you could go anywhere in the world, where would it be? Here we go. Ride your bike with me. Merrily, 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 let's look what we can see. Where could we go? If we hopped on a bike, and this bike goes through water, by the way. You got to pedal really fast, but it's like a water bike, road bike. It's an all-in-one kind of bike. So ride your bike with me. Merrily, 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 let's look what we can see. Ooh, Australia. Okay, so now in the next verse, Australia. Here we go. Ride your bike all the way to Australia. Merrily, 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 I dare ya to... Wait, that's the ending. I gotta ride Australia with dare ya. As we ride there, I'll dare ya to not stop pedaling in the water, because otherwise don't stop pedaling. Ooh, Amazon rainforest. Okay, I love this rhyme challenge. Okay. Ride your bike to the Amazon rainforest. Merrily, 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 merrily. Okay, I gotta rhyme with forest. We'll get there with the morest. Passion and dedication and energy. Ooh, hi Ella. You say ice cream place. Okay, I love it. Ready? Ride your bike to the ice cream place. Merrily, 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 merrily. Then leave it all on your face. You ever have that where the ice cream gets on your face? Well, don't worry about washing it off today. Leave the ice cream all over your face. And then I can go, Slurp it up. Okay, ooh, library. Okay, ride your bike to the library. Merrily, 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 all the way say yippee! I love going to the library on the bike. Yeah. Thanks for helping out, friends. Friends, let's go see what Moby's got for today's video.
Hello, friends. For today's episode, I still have helmet head from my bike ride. But did you know that throughout the world, there are vehicles that many people can get into and pedal the wheels while one person steers? Yeah, they're called bike buses. And I was just reading about them. In the country of the Netherlands, bike buses are becoming a way for many kids, including preschoolers, to get to school, to travel. Oh man, it's so cool. Would you like to ride a bike bus? Oh, that sounds awesome.
Oh, I totally want to ride a bike bus. Sign me up. I love it. Well, friends, it's time for today's 3-sentence story. Haha, in today's story, we have the beginning, the middle, and the end. And the 3 words come from you. That's right, the words come from you. So, in the first sentence, we'll set the scene. In the second sentence, what happens? There's a problem. No! But in the third sentence, what do? Solve it. We solve the problem, and there's our story. Beginning, middle, end. So, friends, post a word. It could be silly. It could be logical. It could be, who knows? You decide. We don't know what the story's really going to be about until we work on this together. Indeed, bike. Let's see. It's going to be a story with a bike, and I wonder where we should set the scene, like a bicycle trail, bike path, neighborhood. Okay. Moby and I hopped on our bikes and began riding west. This is like a country story, right? Like the wild, wild west. I don't know if it's too wild here in Michigan, but okay, a train. There's gonna be a problem with the train. Okay, here we go. Moby and I hopped on our bikes and we started riding west. As we were somewhere in the Granville area, we got stuck behind a train. Oh no! Okay, so we started out in the Grand Rapids area. We were going all the way down the trail, and we got stuck behind a train in the Granville area. This could be like a nonfiction story, technically. A lot of times these stories are fiction, they're pretend. But in this case, this could all be true. Moby and I could get on our bikes and then get stuck behind a train in Granville. Oh, skydiving. The problem, not the problem, I already have the problem. We got stuck behind a train. The solution is skydiving. Okay. I got it. I got an idea. I'm excited about this word. Okay, here we go. Moby and I hopped on our bikes and we started riding west. As we got near Granville, we got stuck behind a train. I recently read in a book about reverse skydiving, and up we went into the sky until we landed in Lake Michigan. Oh, have you read that book about reverse skydiving? Technically, that book is fiction. But the story we just wrote, it started out as nonfiction, but I guess it kind of ended nonfiction, huh? Wait, no. It ended fiction. Oh man, too many details to keep straight. But that's what's fun about imagination. We can create. It can be based on real life stuff. It can be exaggerated. It can be silly. I really want to figure out how to do reverse skydiving. Would you try it? If you could, would you go for reverse skydiving? Ooh, would there be like a parachute? I don't know if there'd be a parachute in reverse skydiving because that would like slow you down. You gotta I'm still thinking through the details of how that works. But friends, let's go to Brody in the Granville Wimage Lab to see what he's got going for today's Wimage. Hey Brody, have you ever been stuck behind that train?
Yeah, but not on a bike, in a car.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. What do you think? Reverse skydiving, could that become a thing?
If you had a jetpack.
Oh, you're totally right.
Hey, Wimee.
Yeah.
Which one do you like better, a bell or a horn?
I think given the choice, I would go with the bell.
Okay.
What do you pick? What's your favorite?
Horn.
Oh, that works great then. I could borrow the bell and you could use the horn.
Yeah. Actually, I have a horn on my bike.
Nice. Honk, honk, beep, beep. Do you think the train would, if you honked at the train, do you think the train would get out of the way?
I don't know. But I also have a bike fixing kit. I haven't got to use it yet because my bike hasn't break.
There's a lot of great tools. I see or you tell me, it looks like screwdrivers and Allen wrenches. Yeah. Nice. I like it. You're ready, so if it does break, you're ready, right?
I still don't know what this does.
Ooh, that is, you know what that is? That is a solar-powered mini jetpack for reverse skydiving. I'll just be silly.
Or it's a tape measure.
Or it's a tape measure. That's what it is. All right. So, Brody, what have you got for today's Wimage? Ooh, tell us what we see.
So you guys are reverse skydiving.
Oh, yeah.
With the plane that you're reverse skydiving up to.
Oh, fun.
Into the lake. And then you and Moby are doing wheelies on the bike. On the train.
That is so fun. You know, I didn't think about it until I saw your Wimage. You're right. Reverse skydiving means we end up in the plane, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So then, does the plane have like, what do you call those things where you land, like one of those planes that lands in the water?
A water plane?
A water plane. Seems so obvious now that you mention it, Brody. Yeah. Man, I just love it. I love it. So, friends, let's see if we could add something. Friends, who's got an idea for what we could add to this? It could be more with the water, the train, the reverse skydiving, a bus! Let's do it.
Bus. All right. Where do you want to put the bus?
Ooh, that's kind of fun. Right over the Lake Michigan. It's a water bus. That's kind of, you know what, now I'm thinking of? This is like a school, magic school bus, the Miss Frizzle kind of thing.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Friends, any other ideas? Ooh, Owen says, go, Brody! Go, Brody! He loves the picture. I like it. Me too.
Thanks, Owen.
Ooh, a cow. Hi, Joe.
Cow.
Joe's recommending a cow.
All right. Cow.
So the cow, maybe the cow jumped over the plane instead of moon.
I'm trying to make the cow blue.
Nice.
And he's gonna jump over the plane.
I like it. Let's see. Oh, look at that. That cow is like wondering, like, what is reverse skydiving? That's what the cow's thinking. All right, well, Brody, if you want to add anything to it, we'll check in with you later in the show. I love it. Thanks, Brody. Oh, man, today, for Language Explorers, friends, we get to find out how to say today's words in Swahili. Mr. Brad has been thinking about the words. Oh, I'm going to ask him, too, about reverse skydiving. Hi, Brad.
Hi, Wimee.
What do you think? Reverse skydiving? Could that be a thing?
I'm trying, but I love the idea. Yeah, so it would just be sucked up into the air, right?
I like the way you say that. Sucked up into the air. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, does KDL have any resource books on reverse skydiving?
I don't know if we would be held legally liable for such endeavors.
All right, it'll have to go in the fiction section then, right?
Yes, there you go.
All right. So, what have you got for today's words?
So, you know, Wimee, before I came on the show, I was watching another Wimee word show from, I don't know when, maybe a couple weeks ago. I'm not even sure. Holly was on the show.
Yeah.
And she was talking about words that are transliteration, meaning one language takes a word and basically adapts it to their language. So a number of the words today are transliteration from English into Swahili. So I wanted to show you first, the first word, bike, is baiskeli. So you can see that they've just taken the word and it's bike, but it becomes baiskeli.
I like the sound of that.
Yeah. So the next one was the word train. And that is gari la moshi. But the first, so what it literally means is a vehicle that has smoke that comes with it. But gari is a transliteration word from car. It goes car to gari.
That's so cool.
And then the next one, skydiving, I had to get creative here.
Okay.
Piga mbizi kutoka ulimwengu. So I said, you're diving from the sky. And to do it in reverse, it would be piga mbizi kutoka ulimwengu na utarudia ulimwengu.
Whoa, that sounds so cool. Wow. Man, I just love learning words from you in Swahili, Mr. Brad.
It's fun to talk about them, too.
Hey, did you ride a bike as a kid much growing up?
Nilipenda sana kuendesha baiskeli. Na wakati moja, tulitoka Shangugu, tulifika mpaka fasi moja inaitwa Kumvia. Na ilikuwa ajabu sababu tulipanda milima, tulishuka milima, nakumbuka ile wakati sana. So I'm telling you, one time when I was a kid, our parents brought a vehicle with us to support us, but we went from a town in Rwanda called Shangugu to another town called Kumvia, and it was probably, we were pretty young kids, but it was probably an 80-mile bike ride, and it wasn't on flat land like West Michigan. It's very, very mountainous and hilly. And we went up and down the mountains, and we made it to our destination. But thinking back on it, that's really something that we did as kids. That is really quite an achievement.
I think that sounds amazing. I can only imagine the beautiful scenery that you saw.
So beautiful. Just gorgeous.
Well, Mr. Brad, thanks so much for today's words in Swahili.
You're welcome.
Friends, Sibley's got a joke for us. I always look forward and wonder what his jokes are going to be. It's time for Laughing with Sibley.
What did the bicycle call its dad? Popsicle!
Popsicle, bicycle. That's funny. Friends, it's time for today's Check Out This Book with Miss Lisa. Hi, Miss Lisa.
Hi, Wimee. How are you?
Oh, good. Oh, man, bike and trike. Tell us about it.
First of all, I want to tell you, I can't wait to go reverse skydiving. I'm very excited.
It's a new trend.
Yeah, I have a book to show you, Bike and Trike. This book is written by Elizabeth Burdick and Brian Biggs, and it is, the publisher is Simon & Schuster. This book just came out in 2020, and I'm wondering how many people out there have tricycles. Someday you get a little big for your tricycle, and a bigger bike might show up in your garage. That's what happens to Lulu in Bike and Trike. She gets a little too big for her bike, a little too big for her trike, and a bicycle shows up. And there's kind of a battle about who is better and who will Lulu love more. Check out Bike and Trike.
Oh, man, I'm going to go look for that bike. That's a big deal going from a trike to a bike.
It is. It is.
Oh. Well, thanks, Miss Lisa. I love it. Books, bikes, trikes. I love that rhyme, too. Bike and trike. Oh, man, that could be in the song. Ride your bike along with the trike. Merrily, 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 the trike and bike go riding. Okay, I'll stay focused now. Friends, let's check back with Brody, and let's see if he's added anything to the Wimage today. Hey, Brody, any updates to the Wimage?
Yeah.
Whoa.
I made the background color orange. I added a rainbow colored clouds, and I had the cow reverse skydiving.
I think that cow was looking at the excitement saying, I'd like to try that. I love it. And the bus is in the water. Man, that train didn't really cause much trouble. The train just inspired a lot of fun for the day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome, Birdie. Thanks for the update. Friends, it's time for the scavenger hunt. Are you ready to help me find some things? I invite you at home to look for the following things. When the music begins, go see if you can find it. Can you find something that starts with B, like bike? Can you find something with wheels, like a bike? And something with handles, like a bike? What has handles? What has wheels? What starts with B? Post it in the comments. Friends backstage, if you want to share what you're finding, let us know. We'll be looking on the cameras. Oh, I see Brody's ready. Oh, Brody's found a few things. Brody, what have you found?
All right, so this has a handle.
Oh, yeah.
And this is a bike kit, and it's a wheel.
I love it. Nicely done. Keep looking, friends. Something that starts with B, something with wheels, and something with handles. A bicycle typically has handles. Could you ride a bike without handles? That'd be tricky. Hey, Michael's backstage, the founder of Wimage. Hey, Michael, what'd you find?
Hey, Wimee. So, and friends, this water bottle.
Nice.
Starts with B.
Bottle.
Yes, and right after the show, of course, I can't miss the show. Blake, myself, and Lucas, we are going bike riding. So we've got our wheels.
The wheels.
And the
handles.
Bike riding.
Yeah, and bike starts with B. Oh, that's what I said at the start. I forgot. Yeah. Okay, bike and Blake. That's what I was going to say. Blake starts with B. All right, friends, keep looking. What do you find? Ooh, Brad's got something. What have you got, Brad?
So first of all, my name starts with a B.
Yahoo!
Then my tea mug has a handle.
Nice, there it is.
And I can't find anything with a wheel yet. I might have to keep looking.
Okay. I know, Brad, that you love to ride bikes. Let's see. I think Miss Lisa might have something. It looks like. Miss Lisa, did you find something?
I found a brochure.
That starts with B.
Summer Wonder. The library starts with the B. And this is a weird one. My kids always say bananas have. This is the banana handle.
I love that.
I'm gonna count that. And
it counts.
My chair has wheels.
It does. I can see you're rolling around. Friends, that's so fun. Thanks for finding all those things. Things that start with B, things with wheels, and things with handles. Woo! Man, oh man. Oh, look at that. Our friends got books. That starts with B. A car has wheels and a jump rope. That has handles. Oh, a stroller has handles. It sure does. And wheels. And if you put a baby in the stroller, there's a baby. That starts with B. Man, look at all these. A race car has wheels. Ooh, lots of them here too. A ball starts with B. A car has wheels. And a shovel has a handle. And a baby doll. Yeah, oh, that could go in the stroller. The baby or the baby doll. Oh, man. So many things, friends. Thanks for helping find all these great things. Well, friends, it is time for our dance party. We've had so much fun spending time. Oh, you know what? I forgot something. Oh, I almost forgot. In fact, I was all like in a rush. And that's ironic because the segment we're going to play next is called Slowing Down. So let's take a deep breath. Ready? Take a deep breath with me. And here's today's Slowing Down. That was beautiful. It was so simple. It was a wheel. Do you know what those are called inside of the wheel? Post in the comments if you know what those metal, what is it, like a wire, a metal bar? I think is it a wire or a bar? I'm not really too sure. Post in the comments, and I see Brody's got his hand raised, so we're gonna let Brody officially announce it, but let's give you a moment and see if anyone posts in the comments first. So, let's bring in Michael here. He was gonna take a bike ride. Oh, there it is. Let's see if Brody confirms that. Brody, oh, there it is again from Grandma and Grandpa. What do you think? How are they doing?
Yeah, I think it's spokes.
Yeah, spokes. Now, is it a wire or a bar, or what would you call it? A metal?
I would say like wires.
Yeah, but it's kind of, it's thicker than wire, but it's bendable. But I guess that's why it's called a spoke. It's not a wire or a bar, it's a spoke. All right, got it. Thanks for confirming, Brody. Let's check in with Michael real quick before we go. He was going to take a bike ride, right? Are you going to go down the neighborhood or head somewhere or where?
We are. We're actually going to go down the to White Pine Trail.
Oh, that's kind of like in the story,
Yeah.
right? Kent Trails is also known as White Pine Trail, right? Is that the same name? Am I remembering?
Yes. And we've got our helmets, which kids, make sure you wear your helmets.
Yep.
It's very, very good to be safe. And we've got our water in our backpack, and we're going to bike.
Man, I love it.
So you inspired us, Wimee, to go for a bike ride today.
Oh, I think that's a great way to wrap up our show then, right? To invite our friends watching at home, go for a bike ride, or go for a walk, or go for rollerblades, right? What else is on wheels? Skateboard, rollerblades, bike.
Your eyes.
What was it?
Your eyes.
Oh, my eyes! I was like, what is he talking about? But then I remembered, yeah. Could I roll on my head? I've never tried that.
You're a robot. I don't know. You have a lot of powerful things you can do.
Yeah, it's pretty good being a robot. I agree.
It is. It is.
Well,
But it's also good to be a human as well.
Yeah.
So.
I love it. Well, friends, let's get rolling into the dance party. Let's cue the music. Let's bring in the team. Let's get dancing. Thanks for visiting with us, friends. It's been a lot of fun. Go outside, ride your bike, get on some wheels, rollerblades, skateboards. Go to the trails, go to the sidewalk. Oh, man. Doo-doo.
Wimee's Words is brought to you by PNC Grow Up Great, Funterra by Smart, Meyer, and with additional support from these great partners.
Be sure to subscribe and get notified for all our new videos.